And since Bethune-Cookman has joined the Southwestern Athletic Conference, well, they've met 3 times. And Alabama State spoiled Bethune-Cookman's homecoming down in Daytona Beach last year. Well, Bethune-Cookman comes into today's game with a new coach. They come in with a new attitude, and they're hoping to return the favor by spoiling Alabama State's homecoming. And for more on today's contest, let's go over to my broadcast partner, John Kelly. John, what do you have for us?
All right, Charlie, here we go. For the home team, we put the spotlight on superstar linebacker Colton Bubba Adams. Top 2 in the SWAC in tackles, top 2 in sacks. This young man doing it all. He was all-conference last year, and I tell you, he was just born to play this game. He has smash-mouth football in his DNA. Bubba, all about winning and hitting things. On the other side, Darnell Dees, arguably the best return guy in the entire conference. Last season, he had not 1, but 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, both over 90 yards. The only guy in the SWAC to have 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. So it's kind of like this. Let's put it this way. Mama, Darnell Dees is a dangerous man. With that said, let's toss it over to Courtney. See, Tate, what's happening?
What's up, John? We have lots of amazing stories to bring you right from the sidelines, including introducing you to the Triple O's. And no, we aren't talking about insurance, as well as the infamous Marion 9. So stay with us. Charlie, back to you.
Thanks, Courtney. Wildcats and Hornets looking for their first conference win. We'll be back with the opening kickoff from Montgomery, Alabama in just a moment.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. Say what you say, but give me that bomb beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down. Cali is where they put they mag down. Give me your shake it, baby. Shake it, Cali. Shake it, Cali. California.
This is not just a shot. This is wellness made easy for those who've got plans. Get your flu shot and other vaccines in one trip. Schedule online today.
This October 10th and 11th, Prime Big Deal Days give Prime members exclusive access to 2 days of big savings, which means you're kind of a big deal. Prime Big Deal Days, October 10th and 11th, only for Prime members.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
Welcome back to Alabama State. I am so excited because I am back at my alma mater. Much content to bring you all from the campus vibes. It's homecoming. It's Montgomery, Alabama. Everybody behind me is so excited. Charlie, back to you.
All right, Nia, enjoy yourself. Don't get any trouble down there with the homecoming in your school. Yeah. Alabama State won the toss, deferred. They will kick off. To start this contest, it'll be Jaden John kicking off for the Hornets of Alabama State. The dangerous Darnell Dees is the deep man, and it'll go out of the end zone. He will not get a chance to return it, and the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line as Alabama State gets the ball for the first time today. They come into today's game with a record of 1-3 overall. They're 0-2 in the conference, and that win came against Savannah State, 31-6, the second game of the season for the Wildcats. They lost last week by 6 to Jackson State. Previous week they lost to Miami. They played at Miami, and that score was 48-7. As you look at Walter Simmons, the starting quarterback for the Wildcats. And there you see he's Walter Simmons the third, redshirt sophomore. And you see his stats on him, a touchdown and 1 interception this year. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Keeping the ball on the ground, Jimmy Robinson gets the call, pulls ahead, maybe about 4 yards on the carry out to the 29-yard line, I should say, as we look at the starting offensive line for the Wildcats. This is a line that averages about 318 pounds up front. As you see, Jimmy Robinson is the quarterback. Khalil Overton is one of the up linemen. He has a couple brothers on this team also. It is second down. Coming to the near side, Robinson trying to turn the corner, and he's bottled up immediately. Not much running room for him that time, as he's brought up immediately by Demaris Bellamy. It is third down. Ball at the 31-yard line. Under pressure and nothing doing as the quarterback is sacked. That is Simmons, sacked all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They're in there.
Yes, certainly was. And that was Cecil Jackson, the safety, who came in to make the stop defensively.
Yeah, that was a gang tackle, gang sack right there. Everybody got a little piece of that, but that's the kind of pressure they've been putting on, and that's what head coach Eddie Robinson Jr. really wanted, because he said last week they got a piece of humble pie, giving up 370 yards passing, which was not typical of his defense. So great start for the Hornets. That's exactly how they want to get this game going at homecoming.
So a punt coming. High punt. Fair catch call for, but it's going to go out of bounds, and Bethune-Cookman will be on defense. Alabama State will get the ball in good field position. The wind looked like it hung that ball up there, and they only got the ball out to about the 35-yard line. Was that a 10-yard punt?
Yeah, the wind was causing problems on the opening kickoff. The ball kept falling off the tee. They had a line drive kick, and our papers are flying around here in the press box. So wind will be a factor all day long, Charlie.
Anthony Frederic was the punter. That's a 10-yard punt.
Ouch.
And that gives the Alabama State great field position at the Bethune-Cookman 35-yard line.
A little home cooking with the weather. Someone must have put a call in.
Apparently. First down and 10. Bethune-Cookman straight ahead. They keep the ball on the ground.
Oh,
and stumbling down. That turf caught Demaris.
Yeah, had a little bit of room to run there.
Yeah, Jawan Howell. As you look at Damon Stewart, he's the quarterback right now. 5'11" sophomore out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It is second down. Throws out the flat, has it complete on the far sideline. And it is complete. And that was Davis. Keyshawn Johnson gets that one. And Demetrius Davis, we knew that coach was going to play two quarterbacks. He told us that. He's been doing that all season long.
Yeah, he says that's his plan. A lot of coaches want to find a QB1 and stick with them. But Eddie Robinson Jr. said, we've got two great quarterbacks. My goal at this point is to shuffle them in and out and let them both have a crack at it, keep defenses off balance.
Davis is the man calling the signals right now. Hands off. Trying to skirt the corner is Howell. Howell turns the corner at the 15, at the 10, and out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Alabama State.
Yeah, excellent piece of running here. Great job by Howell, the running back, keeping his eyes open. They stacked up that side to give him a crease, and he actually bounced it outside, found daylight, turned it into a big chunk of yardage.
Davis stays in at the quarterback spot. Howell is the deep back behind him. Howell has the handoff, runs into a bunch of gold jerseys.
Yeah, not this time.
And back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd down and goal. That previous run was 16 yards. It took them down into and goal territory. So some wholesale lane changes on the defensive side of the ball on the defensive line for Bethune-Cookman right now.
And a big challenge out on the road. You come in here, your back's against the wall, so this is a real stiff challenge to see what they can do early in this game.
A pass, and it's dropped on the near sideline, trying to get it. Bryant was the intended receiver. And that's a receiver hasn't played a lot this year.
Yeah, that was a low throw. Didn't really give him much of a chance to do anything with that. So the defense catching a break on that one. They still got to hold strong to keep him out of the end zone.
3rd and goal at the 9. Shotgun this time. Davis rolls left, looking. Tries to turn it upfield, and he will not get there. He'll be run out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. So it'll bring up a field goal situation for the Hornets of Alabama State.
A little RPO there, Charlie, the run pass option. D. Davis wanted to find a receiver, didn't see anybody, so with the pursuit he had to make a decision, tried to turn it up and could not get to the 6 points.
23-yard field goal attempt for Jaden John, who's 2 of 7. His longest 29 this year, and that came against Miles. He also hit a 25-yarder against Florida A&M. This one from 23. Kick is up. Line drive, it goes through, and it is good. So there's a score on the board. Alabama State, it's homecoming here in Montgomery, and they lead it 3-0 over the rivals from Daytona Beach.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
2nd down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the fans, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of faith.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3 to Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
We officially have landfall now of Hurricane Ian.
It's nothing like any other hurricane we ever have been through.
We're the Bostons.
We're here to help rebuild some of these homes.
We only allow ourselves 5 days per home.
So it's time for our crew to move on in, and we're going to ask you to head on out.
Now it's time to go inside.
Ooh, Lord have man.
That's so amazing. Now that's a fast home rescue.
Well, after a poor punt by Bethune-Cookman gave Alabama State great field position, they took advantage of it and went right down the field. Let's look at our AT&T scoring drive. And it was 7 plays, 28 yards, 2 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. And Alabama State draws first blood.
Yeah, that short punt was absolutely a gift. I'm sure Coach Robinson would have preferred 7 points, but they will take the 3 on the short drive, and now they're kicking off, and it's BCU's turn to see if they can crank up the offense.
Again, they're trying to keep the ball away from Dees. It comes down to one of the other return men for Bethune-Cookman this time.
Got room, Charlie.
And that's DeCarol Allen Johnson, and he's still on his feet. And finally out of bounds into Alabama State territory at the 49-yard line. 44 yards on the return by the young man.
Well, and he slips on the beginning, and there's great pursuit. Watch the two black jerseys come flying in. Almost had him. He eludes all the defenders, dances out of harm's way. Charlie almost turned the corner to break it. Great setup for them now. Great position for the BCU Wildcats to come in and make their own scoring stride.
Let's check out They Got Game, brought to you by Ram.
Okay, let's do that.
There he is. There you go.
Yeah, we talked about Colton Adams off the top. This young man, he can do it all. Born to play football, and he is a beast. We'll have our eye on him. And then Walter Simmons III, we talked about him early. He's got great game. And D. Davis in there, so they'll be shuffling the quarterbacks in and out.
Alabama A&M 49. The pass is incomplete. Simmons' pass goes incomplete. Tink Boyd was the intended receiver. You see him there, number 3 grad student out of Richmond, Virginia, who transferred in from Virginia Tech.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Walter Simmons III. He actually threw it early, and the receiver turned and hit him in the shoulder. Wasn't quite ready for it, but it was a great pass, set him up.
2nd down and 10. Back to pass again to Simmons. Running for his life. Turns the corner at the 45, and he slides down at the 45-yard line. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, he took what they gave him. It was good coverage by the defensive backfield. Didn't have a lot as far as receivers being open, so he just tucked that one away. And again, not wanting to take that contact. Looked like a third baseman sliding into third base.
3rd down and 7. Bethune-Cookman. 11th in the conference in 3rd down conversions this year. Simmons back to pass, looking to the right, throws, has it complete, but not going to get the first down. And the clock continues to run. And the receiving end was Jalen Brown. That's his first catch of the season, but not enough for the first down to bring up 4th down. Let's see if they're going to go for it.
Looks like they're staying out there, so wanting to be aggressive here in this first quarter.
4th and 2.
So they're bringing those trips down low to see if they try to spread it out and put it through the air, or they're going to let the quarterback do a little run pass option. Maybe he can pick it up with his feet.
4th down and 2 for Bethune.
Maybe they're just trying to catch him and jump off sides.
Well,
here it goes.
They snap the ball. Quarterback has plenty of room. Has the first down. Still on his feet and slides down at the 25-yard line. Goes Walter Simmons III.
And that's what makes him dangerous. You can see his speed and his acceleration that makes him dangerous. No receiver, quick decision, and then bolts through that line. Great run, first down.
16 yards. He hands the ball off this time to Jimmy Robinson, and Robinson gains about 5 yards of 6. Make it 6 on that carry for Jimmy Robinson III, one of the co-captains of this Bethune-Cookman team. Jimmy Robinson out of Hastings, Florida. They're going with the hurry-up offense right now. The pass out in the flat, and it's caught on the far sideline.
And Charlie, I can tell you as a former player, when you take it on 4th down and you get that, the energy, the boost, and being on the road too against a home crowd that isn't anywhere in your favor, that is the type of adrenaline that can make your season really, really start up and crank it up. These guys need a boost. That might be that thing to turn the corner.
Simmons waiting for the snap. Hands off this time to Jimmy Robinson. Robinson has the first down.
Looking and feeling good on the ground, Charlie. And they call their offense the NASCAR Temple offense. They are moving it and driving strong. Daytona fast.
1st and goal. Again, Robinson.
There he is.
He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Bethune-Cookman from 7 yards out. And that is his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Charlie, great drive, and that's what Raymond Woody Jr. talked to you and I about on the field. He wanted to come down, do something early, and set the tone for his team. They've come out, electrified their sideline, and really made a move. The fourth down was big, and they're controlling it on the ground. That will set up the passing game later.
And that'll bring on the extra point from Cade Hector, who's 8 of 9 in the PATs this year. Missed one against Jackson State. Let's see if he can make it 7-0. It's up. It splits the uprights. It's good. And Alabama State trails now by 4. Early in this contest, 7:13 left here in the first quarter. It's Bethune-Cookman over Alabama State. They drive all the way down the field, 51 yards, to make it 49 yards. 8 plays, and we'll be back.
Lowe's knows you want to make everyone feel at home this season. That's why with Hisense appliances, you can get a lot more without spending a lot more. Because the only thing better than scoring quality appliances is the quality time that follows. Shop Hisense appliances now exclusively at Lowe's.
Zoom in close and I might strike a pose. I'm in my zone, but I'm sure that you know. Too much drip, it ain't my fault. It's in my fit, it's in my walk.
Will you marry me?
Wow.
Pre-order the new Pixel 8 Pro at googlestore.com and get Pixel Watch 2 or Pixel Buds Pro on us.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
The Griot, everywhere.
Seven to 3, our score here. That last scoring drive, they took it all the way down the field after that great kickoff return by DeCurry Allen Johnson to set them up at the 49-yard line, and then 8 plays later, they're into the end zone, and that scoring drive brought to you by AT&T. Charlie Neal, John Kelly, Courtney Tate, Nia Simone here. It's homecoming 2023 in Montgomery, Alabama for the Hornets of Alabama State. 1-3, 0-2. Preseason, they were picked to finish 6th in the Eastern Division, while Bethune-Cookman was picked to finish 3rd in the Eastern Division of the SWAC.
Yeah, and new head coach down there with Bethune-Cookman, and he really wanted to reinvigorate and change the culture. Has some new players in there, new coaching staff. So he said, along with what they're doing with football, he said mentally, emotionally, they want to change things too to get this team on track.
Raymond Woody is the new coach down there. Here's Bethune-Cookman playing defense right now, and they make the stop at about the 29-yard line, and that's where, after a 21-yard return, Alabama State will go to work. So let's see who's in there quarterback. We've seen both Stewart and we've seen Demetrius Davis in there. It's Davis right now. Looks like the man who's going to bring them down the field this time. Ball spotted at their own 29-yard line. Their second possession. They took the first one down the field and wound up with a 23-yard field goal. Empty backfield. Quarterback keeps it, goes straight ahead. Davis still on his feet. That's still all the way down to the midfield stripe. That's about 20 yards on that run from the 29 to the 49.
Charlie, they did a great job of having the man go in motion to kind of catch the defense's attention, and then D. Davis decides just to make this on his own. Great speed, but also great agility. The spins, he spun twice on that. So he is a dual threat. Both his quarterbacks for Robinson Jr., they both bring something to the table, and D. Davis right there showing why he is a threat every time he touches the ball.
A little player, a little shaken up for Bethune-Cookman, and we'll be back here. We're in Montgomery, Alabama. It's homecoming for Alabama State.
Does the skin on your body look older than you feel inside? Now you can do something about it with Crepe Erase Ultra. It's designed for women like us who want to look on the outside the way we feel on the inside.
I just love my skin. I didn't love it before. I love it now.
Get back to that younger looking skin you thought you'd never see again.
Don't miss out on $87 worth of free gifts and free shipping when you order today at crepeerase.com.
On Recipe.tv.
There's Deontay Washington, the big junior, red shirt, 297 pound from Colorado Springs, who was shaken up. He's replaced in the lineup right now by number 90, Ebenezer Debula, out of Ottawa, Canada. And here we go, first down and 10. They're keeping the ball on the ground. That is Alabama State running it straight ahead. And you see the quarterback is switched again. Damon Stewart. Let's look at They Got Game, brought to you by Ram, starting with Damon Stewart, the quarterback,
who actually started the game but was quickly replaced and now back into the game. So again, he gives them a whole different dimension, maybe a little more with the arm, but they have two threats at quarterback on the other side for the Wildcats. Darius Thomas, he is a force in the middle, and watch his eyes and the way he comes and pursues this ball.
Here's Davis back to pass, has it complete at the 40-yard line on the near side. And that is A.J. Lewis, the junior out of Mobile, Alabama, who came up with the reception.
Strong. He saw this one from the go. He watched his receiver sprint across the middle, lined him up, fired it off, and picked up that first down.
11 yards on that catch, and A.J. Lewis's dad played with Eddie here at Alabama State.
That's pretty cool.
The head coach, Eddie Robinson.
Now coaching his son. I love that.
First down and 10 at the 39-yard line for Alabama State. Demetrius Davis is the quarterback now. Back to pass again, throws it out in the flat, has it complete on the far sideline. There's a spin move. That's Keyshawn Johnson. He's the more dangerous. Or was that 17? Yeah,
no, it was Keyshawn. You were right.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, he's got speed. Nice work, Charlie, here by Damon Stewart, getting this out there in the quick release, getting it to the flats, and it's tough for a DB unless he's playing right up for the bump and run. It's tough for them to cover that. They played it perfectly, putting it to the out of bounds, get the first down.
And 10 yards on the gain. Keyshawn Johnson, very dangerous receiver. Again, a draw play this time, keeping it on the ground and running straight ahead. And then that's Marcus Harris, the second on the carry that time. Very physical runner, 7 yards on that carry. Has had a nagging injury, had it last year. But when he has what they call that sneaky speed.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach Robinson loves what he has in that backfield. Calls his running back crew of Howell, Harris, and Sultan the three-headed monsters.
Right.
So we'll see if the monster comes out and gets some damage done today.
Nazareth Bryant has checked into the lineup, replacing Harris at the running back spot. He's behind the quarterback. He gets the pitch right now, trying to go to the right side. And great defensive play that time. Coming in for Bethune-Cookman was number 25, and that's Darius Thomas. We talked about him earlier.
Yeah, Darius Thomas on the fly, making that happen. Great pursuit, great speed. He slid by everybody untouched. When you can get a runner who has good speed from behind like that, behind the line of scrimmage, that is outstanding.
Loss of 5 on the play. The ball is spotted right at about the 26-yard line. We're to be 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets. Play action again.
Got a man.
And he's going to take off and run. And not going to get there. Not going to get to the first down marker. And to bring up 4th down. And that was Damon Stewart. He said he earned the right to play. Played most of this season against Florida A&M.
Yeah, that's right. He is the guy that the coach said had earned that starting spot. But Eddie's always said, I'm making sure, though, both my guys are going to get some play. And we're seeing that on display today.
39-yard field goal attempt this time.
John Dayton attempted a 39-yard field goal.
And they fumble the ball. I don't think it's going to go.
Didn't even get the kickoff.
Didn't get the kickoff. It was fumbled by the holder that time. And we'll see what happens.
Just a little
That's Harrison Tuck, the holder out of Crawford, South Australia. And we'll be back. 7-3, Bethune on top.
Lunch?
Yes, please.
That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water?
Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro. Check it out. It's made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word. It's just that you haven't.
What? Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
You don't know this yet, but I'm about to become your go-to pair of boots. So you can tell the world you got this without having to say a thing. Fashion is what you buy. Style is what you own.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
What's up, Steph?
Hey, check this out. You can pre-qualify with CarMax fast and easy. Did you just block me?
I was protecting your credit score.
Pre-qualifying with CarMax has no impact to your credit score.
Sorry, force a habit.
Anyway, then folks can shop by personalized results to see how each car fits their budget.
Feels really good.
You just blocked me again. Come on.
Get pre-qualified with no impact to your credit score. CarMax.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
What's a homecoming week without a step show? Alabama State put on their annual step show, and let me just say, the entire D9 organization from around campus came out and gave their best. Now, we'll see who wins the crown this year during the annual step show. And you already know who I'm rocking with, the devastating divas of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Yes, she is, and you know what? Leah's got some power Well, got her wish come true. A big congratulations to the Sigmas. And yes, those Deltas. Nice work by both of them on their big win. Hit that step showing. I'll tell you what, Nia being back home on the campus here, got that home cooking vibe. She looks good.
Yeah. I've been giving her the blues about that Delta Sigma Theta.
every week you do. She's representing nice out there.
Yeah,
throwing that out there.
She certainly is. So Bethune-Cookman with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 30. After that gain of a couple of yards, moves the ball a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The ball at the 32-yard line. The pass out the flat on the near side, has it complete. And bringing it up the field is Tink Boyd. That's his 2nd catch of the day. The grad student out of Richmond, Virginia. Started his career at Virginia Tech. Very good special teams player also. 4 catches for the season coming into today's contest. So to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 2. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Walter Simmons has the snap, has the throw, has the completion, has the 1st down.
Total package, Charlie. That momentum from the scoring drive, again, being on the road. We'll take another look at this. Nice easy pattern, just kind of slant in, got the 1st down yardage connection. So Walter Simmons starting to feel his game. That would be big if they want to win this game.
Straight ahead, they keep the ball on the ground, running it straight ahead with Jimmy Robinson. Robinson already with a 7-yard touchdown run to put the points on the board for Bethune-Cookman today. Last minute of the 1st quarter here in Montgomery, Alabama. And now we have a player that's down for Bethune-Cookman, a little slow getting up right now. And they're going to attend to him. In the meantime, when you talk about the importance of these 2 schools and what they've been able to do, you got to remember the Bethune-Cookman team spent many years in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, just came over to the SWAC a couple of years ago, and they made a change. They made a coaching change last year. Terry Sims, who was the head coach a year ago, is now on the Alabama State staff as head of football operations. And Eddie Robinson says it's great to have him on the staff because it allows him to manage his time a little better.
Absolutely. You know, and having that support staff. And when you're a head coach, we've talked to both these gentlemen today. They say being a head coach is great, but it requires much, much more. You're managing players, you're managing assistant coaches, you're working with administrators, there are fundraisers, and oh, by the way, I have a football game I have to get ready for.
Yeah. So
they love having people they can trust, people they can go to for advice. You need that support staff. It takes a village.
2nd and 5. Again, here's a 1st down gain by the running back Jimmy Robinson.
Helmet pop top came loose. He has to come out of the game. But nice run there, grinding those legs. Good job by the big fellas up front. Watch this surge to the left. They're just pushing people around. And the grind there to make it happen. Jimmy Robinson looking like he's a lineman, keeping those legs churning and pushing bodies forward for the 1st.
That offensive line is averaging 318 pounds. So they got a little beef up there.
You got a lot of beef up there. Makes running backs real happy.
Simmons, the 3rd, calling the signals. Gives off to Robinson again. Robinson trying to go off the right side. And not much running room there as we see my man Colton Adams, Bubba, there to make the stop.
The big number 1. Yeah, this kid came in with an attitude about, look, I do 2 things that I care about when it comes to football: winning and hitting things. Not just people or players, hitting things. So he's a tough kid.
Nobody averaged more tackles per game last year in the FCS than that young man, Bubba Smith.
Getting it done.
I say Bubba Smith, he's like Bubba Smith.
That's right.
It's Bubba Adams.
Bubba Adams.
We'll be back.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
2nd down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of faith.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
You can't stop a force of nature. This hurricane season, rely on one of your own. It's a fact. No other news network out there is trusted more than the Weather Channel.
This is epic.
Trusted to give you every advantage before the storm. Trusted to be there where and when you need us. Trusted to bring you every angle of the storm using landfall cams on our streaming TV app.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because America doesn't trust hurricane season to just anyone.
The biggest comedy stars.
I give her my heart, but she wanted my what?
Kidney.
Wall-to-wall laughs.
What is it called when an elderly woman has an affair?
Grandma did what?
It's the comedy game show.
There is an edible version of Scrabble.
Going to the bathroom spells disaster.
Funny you should ask. Check your local listings for times and channel.
We had this little girl, Kaylin. Never acted before. I would say to her, okay, give me your scared face. And she really blew a hole in all of us old actors who have all of our methods of getting into an emotion and doing everything, because she could do it in one take.
ES.TV, where the stars shine. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Welcome back, Coach. Strong effort there in the first to keep this a 7-3 lead. How do you carry that momentum in the second?
Well, we just got to make sure we control the ball and not put ourselves in a situation where we third and long. You know, I just think the guys are playing hard, and that's what we expected from them.
Awesome, Coach. Good luck. Thank you so much.
All right, Coach Woody.
I think I'm going to start calling him Dr. Chill.
Yeah.
Just keep that heartbeat around 42.
2nd and 8. Cool. Trying to go around the left side this time. Not much running room for Jimmy Robinson. More importantly, you talk about that young man as the head coach. He accepted the job in February. Remember, Ed Reed was originally named the head coach of Bethune, and he went through a bunch of issues with him trying to get the job and what was going to happen. And it was a lot. It was very messy.
It got ugly.
It was a very messy situation, and they finally brought in Raymond Woody Jr. to take over at his alma mater. He had already accepted the job as the head coach at Temple University, and then decided, hey, I'm going to take this job at my alma mater.
Yeah, and it kind of made it a short window for him to recruit and get ready for spring, but I give him credit. He's put together a solid team.
Certainly has. Back to pass to Simmons. Simmons throws, has a man, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, he had half a step on that. Just kind of put it a little bit out of reach, rushed it a little bit, but solid coverage. But as he puts it on the dime, that's a reception and a first down.
4th and 8. And I said that he was going to take the job at Temple as an assistant coach for many years as a collegiate assistant coach. He was with Willie Taggart.
Yeah.
Willie Taggart at Florida State. He was at Oregon with him. Yep. And more importantly, Willie Taggart is now the running backs coach with the Baltimore Ravens in the NFL.
Yeah, and an opportunity when he did accept that Temple assistant coaching job. Nice of the school to say, hey, this is a head coaching job, broke him free and allowed him to come to the alma mater and take over as the HC.
So the second punt today. And let's take a look at the campus vibes. Of course, is founded Alabama State in 1867 by freed slaves, known today as the Marion Nine, largest producer of African-American teachers in the United States. And of course, Rosa Parks, rap artist Lil Yachty, and I guess I'm saying it right.
That's one of your favorites, right, Charlie?
Yeah, right.
Playing on your iPod.
and 2 chains. I thought he had 3 chains, but
you are crazy, man.
From their own 7-yard line, Alabama State goes to work for the third time this afternoon, and they're keeping it on the ground once again, and not much running room that time for Javon Howell.
The swarming Wildcat defense, and when you have a team down deep in this territory, you just want to make it a quick 3 and out so you can get your offense back on the field with good field position to get back into striking distance.
You said swarm, and normally when you talk about Alabama State, they're the swarm because they're bees.
They're right. They were the swarmed on that one.
It is 2nd down.
They've been doing this shift all day. The 3 receivers, and they shift over to the other side, and then they run it that way. Oh!
And nothing doing that time. And coming up to make the stop defensively for Bethune-Cookman was Eddie Walls III.
Eddie Walls III, all up in your grill. Watch this one. Not a chance. Not today, pal. Take a seat. Yeah, feel good about that one, but he anticipated it, slipped on the inside, and came through and just punished him right in the grill.
3rd and 13. 8th in the conference and 3rd down conversion. That is Alabama State. Only 30% coming into today's contest, 16 of 52. See what they dial up here. Back to pass in the end zone. Lets it fly, and nobody home on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up a 4th down punting situation for the Hornets, rather.
Yeah, it actually looked like a little slippage there by Nazareth Bryant. He was the receiver, the intended receiver. He slipped before the ball got there, so it just looked like it was an errant pass.
This will be the first punt today for Alabama State. They've attempted 2 field goals. One was fumbled. The other one was good. And the punter this time is Harrison Tuck, freshman out of Australia. Both teams have punters and kickers from Australia. Left-footed kicker.
A little pooch kick. Still great field position.
And the ball is dead at about the 42-yard line. Just a 36-yard punt.
See if Raymond Woody Jr. brings out that NASCAR tempo offense again, the Daytona fast, and try to get another touchdown on the board. So both teams showing balance on offense, ability to move the ball. ASU just has not gotten it into the end zone yet.
We talked a little bit about Alabama State and some of their famous alumni a while ago. How about Ralph David Abernathy, civil rights leader? Clarence Carter, the singer. Remember Clarence Carter?
Absolutely.
Patches, Too Weak to Fight. Also Ricky Smiley, the comedian actor. And Tavares Jackson, NFL quarterback, backed up Russell Wilson, Super Bowl 48 with Seattle. Also Reggie Barlow, who does some of the radio. He coached with the Washington Defenders of the XFL this past year.
I love hearing the big name alumni. You're getting some shine for the schools.
On the left side, they keep the ball again running.
Robinson again, their go-to guy. He has now 11 carries on the day, almost 5 yards a pop, so he's been consistent out there. They're doing a nice job on the ground today, really pushing it. And Simmons solid through the air so far. I believe 4 of 6 passes connected on him.
As you look at Coach Raymond Woody, he was a linebacker and played for Cy McLaren down at Bethune-Cookman, graduated back in 1996. Going around the right side this time, and the quarterback, Walter Simmons III, with great leadership skills, a dual threat, the type of player. When we talked to their offensive coordinator the other day, Joe Garbino, he said he knows how to extend plays, and there's a perfect example.
Well, he was a step away, Charlie, from taking that one to the house. They caught him just by the jersey, or he had the end zone in his eyes.
15 yards on that last carry. Again, Robinson on the carry straight ahead, maybe a yard, and that's all he's going to get.
Robinson has really been slamming up in there when you watch what he does. he's taking the ball, and it's almost like he has a magnet in his body. He's making contact. So when it's in the middle of the field, he has not been trying to avoid it. He's like, I'm going to actually initiate the contact.
Right.
You challenge me on that because I'm going to get the yards.
Well, Garbino tells us he's a downhill runner. No nonsense. One cut and gone.
That's it. That's it. And he appreciates that about him. He's like, I don't mess around. I just get yards.
Play action. Quarterback in trouble. And he's going to be brought down. Not much running room for him that time.
Yeah, good job by the defense breaking it down. Devin Davis, just a freshman. He came in and looked very strong, got the pursuit, forced his way through the line and made that sack. So when you have a true freshman doing that too and that confidence builds, it's great for the future of any team.
3rd and 12 now, facing Bethune-Cookman in good field position right now. See if they can convert this 3rd down at the 25-yard line of Bethune.
They already locked it up once on 4th down. Why not a 3rd down? That sounds easy.
Another running back in there. That's Terry Lindsay. And Lindsay incomplete.
Just missed him. Actually had a step on the defender, just a little bit ahead of him. Had Dakari Allen Johnson out there, just didn't put it on him, led him a little bit too much. You'll see this. Simmons takes a look and just puts it just out of reach.
So now Bethune-Cookman looking to put some points on the board by way of the field goal. This will be a 42-yard field goal attempt. The kick is blocked. Let's see if they can pick it up. It is blocked.
It's still bouncing around, Charlie. Got kicked around, went through some legs, and finally recovered out there.
So that one was blocked.
Home team comes through strong.
Well, that's not the first time they've done it. Both scores against Memphis came by way of defense. One was a block. We'll be back.
Jordana, easy on the gas.
I gotta wrap this commercial. I think I'm late on my payment.
It's okay. The General gives you a break. Yeah, we let you pick your own due date.
Good to know, because this next scene might take a while.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, contains 3 essential ceramides to replenish ones I've lost and help restore my natural barrier. So I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. We're in this together. With CeraVe, we have what we need to stay protected.
CeraVe, the #1 dermatologist-recommended skincare brand.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours for more than 120 years. Ford, we are all in on America.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
2nd down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta. Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
Back here, 7-3, blocked field goal attempt by Alabama State. Let's look at it, John.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, our guy Colton Adams, he's in there, Bubba. You can't really see where he's at when it first starts, but as the line comes, the second wave, he comes through. Keep an eye here. Well, as he pushes through and gets it, number 1 right there, takes it right in the face, makes a great block. We'll see it again. Colton Adams, number 1 right there, takes it down.
And he also had some help with Trey Phillips, who blocked a field goal against Alcorn that James Burgess returned 75 yards for a touchdown. So
absolutely, great surge.
Yeah, this is not the first time they blocked a field goal attempt this year. Quarterback keeping it straight ahead for Bethune, I should say for Alabama State. So it's Demetrius Davis. Demetrius is back in the lineup. They say he's the pure runner of the 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, he can do it all, has a good arm, but yes, he is that bigger threat when it comes to the ground game. But that's where it's nice. When you have a quarterback like Stewart or a quarterback like D. Davis, you have a nice kind of combination, and you can let the game dictate. But today it looks like coach is wanting to go series by series to see if we can make some fireworks happen on offense.
Marcus Harris is in the lineup behind him right now as he works from under center. Stumbles a little back, throws incomplete. And they say it's complete. Yes, they are going to see it's complete on the near sideline. And that was complete to Kashin Johnson. He had 2 touchdown receptions against Southern University early this year. Suspended the first 3 games of the season a year ago, but his uncle is Harry Williams Jr., the offensive coordinator of this team.
I got some bloodlines here. Yeah, Keyshawn Johnson, that was great in athletic ability.
Let's go down to Courtney with more on Keyshawn.
Hey guys, we just saw Keyshawn Johnson make that play. Now, he did struggle a bit last season. He had a bit of a disciplinarian issue, but he came back this season with a vengeance. He told his coach, I want to be the best receiver in the SWAC, and he has just been playing phenomenally this year. Second in yards, first in receptions. He's doing an amazing job at being able to come back and just show who he is and show that he is deserving to be on this team. He went to camp this year with some of the top quarterbacks in the nation, pushed himself to be a standout there. So we can see that the work is being put in this season, and we are so glad to see him out there doing well this year. Guys, back to you.
All right, Keyshawn Johnson, the sophomore out of Birmingham, Alabama. They say he has the type of work ethic that Jerry Rice had.
Man, that's saying a lot, because he was a beast with everything he did.
He certainly was.
Great compliment.
So this time we've seen Jalen Sultan in there. He was redshirted last year. He's one of those shifty runners. He's a sophomore out of Mobile, Alabama. Went to St. Paul's High, 5'9", 179-pounder. And it's a 3rd down and 6 now. Ball right at midfield for Alabama State. They trail in the ball game 7-3. They've scored the first points with a field goal. And then Bethune-Cookman came back down the field and put 7 points on the board, and that's the way it stands right now. We're in the second quarter with 7:23 to go on a 3rd and 6 right now. Here goes room for Davis, trying to turn the corner. He does, gets the first marker. Let's see where they put him down. He's going to be very close to picking up that first down.
Charlie, great effort by D. Davis there, stretching this one out, trying to find a receiver, but deciding I got to make a decision. Does a really nice job of eluding defenders, getting to the corner, and then watch at the end here. As he starts sprinting, he sees where the pylon was, makes that dive. Great athletic play.
You know, these 2 quarterbacks, Davis and Stewart, they're ranked 14th in the nation in FCS in completion percentage. 69%
combined. Impressive. That's why Coach Robinson's going. They're going for it here.
4th and 1. Straight ahead. First down is gained with ease.
Yeah, real key. Want to and need to keep that drive alive. So they had some pretty easy space to get out to on that one, but after you had the nice blocked field goal, you did not want to blow it and not capitalize on that. So 4th and inches, they made it happen.
Marcus Harris got the first down. He's replaced by Nazareth Bryant in the lineup right now at the running back spot. Again, quarterback with an empty backfield this time, and he's going to turn left, student body left, but not much running room that time. Bethune-Cookman there to make the stop, and it was James Burgess that made the stop defensively.
Design quarterback keeper, just the defense did not offer them much. So they come back 2nd and long. You get in this kind of striking distance. This is when you want to spread a few receivers downfield and take a shot at the end zone.
2nd and 9. Sultan now in the lineup, and he stands up behind the quarterback, Demetrius Davis. Back to play. A little run pass option that time for the quarterback, Demetrius Davis.
Made the quick decision to run. Didn't even really take much of a look downfield. It looks like he, I don't know if he was planning to hand anything off or it was just a little fake there. But the receiver, yeah, the receivers are downfield. The running back wasn't sure if he was going to get it. So that one was just kind of discombobulated from the start.
Sultan was the running back in the lineup at that particular play. On that play. .434 left in the 2nd quarter. Quick pass on the slant, and he has it complete to Keyshawn Johnson. And Johnson is still going to be shy of a first down by a yard. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Yeah, the quick slant, and again, maybe the defense forced him to do that, but that's where as a receiver you may want to take a little different angle to be more up the field by the time you receive the ball. So he put them a yard short. And they're going to do it again and go for it.
Amari Hill Robinson was the man defending a preseason first-team all-conference selection. They call him the strength of that defense for Bethune. But right now, let's see what they do on 4th down. Keeping it straight ahead. Looks like they have it. No problem with Harris on the carry.
So they're finding you know, an opening, some softness on that right side. They go back to where the money is and they pound it through for another first down.
The ball spotted right out the side the 25 at about the 27-yard line. Running back is real deep. He's about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage and gets the ball on a deep handoff, and that's how, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, again, nice job by the surge in the middle to plug up. They looked like they were trying to isolate to get it straight up the middle, but he had to instantly bounce that out. So give credit to the Wildcat front to force him to get outside. Not a lot of yardage.
We've seen 4 running backs in the lineup for Alabama State today. They're shuffling them in and out. Howell is in, replacing Harris right now. But the backfield is empty. And it comes back to the quarterback, Demetrius Davis. He carries it for maybe a yard. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Multiple times on this drive, Charlie, D. Davis has made it clear it was intended to be a quarterback run option, and he has just taken it right in the middle. Not gotten a lot of yardage in that first quarter. He spun loose on that one long run. They continue to go back to it, but the defense not giving up much.
3rd and 9 now. Marcus Harris back in the lineup at the running back spot.
This changed quarterbacks too.
This Alabama State team is ranked 11th in the SWAC in scoring offense, only 13 points a game. This will be the 14th play of this drive. Stewart is the quarterback right now. Stewart hands off, and it's Harris. It's Marcus Harris straight ahead. And it'll bring up a 4th down at about 4.
And this is really interesting, Charlie. And again, each coach has their own philosophy, but it's rare that you see, I mean, once in a while you find a coach that will switch quarterbacks by series, but they're doing it in the middle of a drive.
Right, certainly.
In, you know, getting close to the red zone.
So that doesn't look like they're going to kick the field goal or try one. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. Now they're going to try to draw the defense off sides. Let's see what happens. Davis takes off and runs and will not get there.
Pursuit.
Good defense that time by Darius Thomas, the linebacker for Bethune-Cookman. Number 25 came up to make the stop. He's a sophomore out of Naples High School in Naples, Florida. Transferred from Florida Atlantic. And we'll be back.
You go. Check your local listings.
Back here, we want to remind everyone you're watching HBCU Go Sports, powered by the Griot. Along with Nia Simone, Courtney T, John Kelly, Charlie Neal here in Montgomery, Alabama. Gorgeous day, 74 degrees, slight wind blowing, and again, just a gorgeous day for college football here in Montgomery, Alabama. And you talk about Alabama State, that last drive consumed 14 plays, 9 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock, and no points.
You got the big donut after that.
Can't afford that, right? First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line goes Bethune-Cookman for their next possession. Pass out in the flat, the near side, and has it complete. A little running room up the near sideline for Takari Allen Johnson. Johnson, senior out of Orlando, Florida, went to Jones High, gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Under a minute to go in this half. Interesting to see what they try here. Are they just going to run the clock out or really take a couple of shots to go ahead and put at least 3 points on the board, maybe break one free for 6?
He got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah.
54 seconds to go. Here comes the blitz. And it worked.
Got him.
It worked. And you're talking about the sack. That is the 14th time that Bethune-Cookman has been sacked this year. And we talk on the defensive side of the ball, that's the 6th sack by Alabama State. They lose yards, and it's 3rd and 15. All back at the 11 to make the 16-yard line.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cunningham, along with a few other players, came flying in there. Kanye Barner, Cunningham, they got the sack, so shutting down whatever they were trying.
Let's see what they do on this 3rd and long, and now Bethune-Cookman is going to be faced with a 3rd and long when we come back. But Alabama State calls the timeout. That's their first, and we'll be back.
Saving this goat done took over our office.
And he's using it to send out medical bills. Good hands.
Hospital bill for Prime. Did you just say Gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Good thing Coach Prime knows about. Say it one time. Aflac. Because Aflac gets you money to help close that gap.
Now, how do we get this goat out of here?
Aflac. Meet one of my new homies.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
Elephant would have been scarier.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play!
Don't worry. It happens to the best of us. Surgeons, judges. Overruled. Even bowlers.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta. Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. Local now. Where you are is where it's at.
So what is on Coach Woody's mind right now? 15 seconds remaining before halftime. They have the ball 3rd and 15, backed up in their own territory. The ball back at the 16-yard line. And, of course, Alabama State called a timeout thinking, okay, if we can hold them here, we may be able to get them to force a punt and maybe block something and put some points on before halftime.
Yeah, I mean, that's about all I can think of that they're thinking by calling that timeout. But now it's all on the Wildcats. What are they going to do? Are they going to try and capitalize or just eat this one and take that lead into the halftime locker room speech?
Well, Alabama State still has 2 timeouts remaining. So even if they run the ball, which they probably will, with Jimmy Robinson trying to go around the left side, picks up some good yardage and across the 25 to the 26. And of course, Alabama State calls their 2nd timeout. It'll bring up a 4th down. Now this is with 8 seconds to go. It'll be a 4th and 5 when we come back. A punting situation for the Wildcats.
Alabama State University, we're focused on student success. Choose from 63 undergraduate and graduate degree programs from a university that has provided educational excellence for more than 150 years. From research to robotics, education to economics, theater to technology, we have the degree to fit your future. Choose the tradition. Choose the promise. Choose Alabama State University.
Let's do this.
Critics are calling TV's #1 new comedy funny and naughty.
I'd say nothing like fresh ocean air on the Nevers.
Grandpapolis all new Sunday on Fox.
Now that I'm in my 50s, I have so much more confidence. Wait until you're in your 70s. You'll be fearless.
Crepe Erase Ultra is the #1 system for treating dry, crepey skin. 12 super hydrators lock in hydration for 72 hours for a difference you can see and feel.
100% of women with crepey skin saw their skin texture improve. Whether you're in your 50s, 60s, or your 70s, Crepe Erase works.
For a limited time, get 2 free gifts at crepeerase.com.
Don't do it. Don't. Do it. Do it.
I thought we were in love.
I do love you, honey. I also love your city, your money, at your hotel.
This place is a death trap. Shut it down. I came here to help you, but now we're starting to lose control. What is that? Are you willing to change?
Kitchen Nightmares, all new Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
When these two teams met last year down in Daytona Beach at Bethune-Cookman's homecoming, Alabama State was trailing 16-10 at halftime, but outscored Bethune-Cookman 27-6 in the second half to win at 37-22. And one of the big plays was a return.
A big return that broke the game open. They went ahead on that and went on to win it. Santo Dunn down there got it done and made it up. We showed that in the open. So again, maybe these guys set themselves up trying to break it open once again.
This is Max Toolin, the punter, freshman out of Melbourne, Australia. And this is with 9 seconds to go, punting from his own 25, 26-yard line. Let's see if we get a return from Alabama State.
Coming on that block.
Gets it off the right side of his foot, comes down, still bouncing, and it bounces all the way down to the 31-yard line, and the clock runs out.
That's one way to do it.
That's a smart one. He won't return this one. A 43-yard punt by the freshman, Mr. Max Toolin, who came in averaging 36.3 yards per punt. I'll tell you, a good game so far for these two teams, and mostly defensive. And we'll be back. Halftime activities, the mighty marching Hornets, and we'll have all that and more in a moment.
Lowe's knows you want the best quality products for the best price. And when you save more on the things you need, you can get more of the things you want. That's why if you find the same product for less, we'll match it. Shop now with the confidence of our lowest price guarantee.
Zoom in close and I might strike a pose. I'm in my zone, but I'm sure that you know. Too much drip, it ain't my fault. It's in my fit, it's in my walk.
Will you marry me?
Zoom, 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 zoom in on me.
Wow.
Pre-order the new Pixel 8 Pro at googlestore.com and get Pixel Watch 2 or Pixel Buds Pro on us.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the detail.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now. Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Last season, Torre sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
It is always great coming back to my stomping grounds. Earlier, I went down during my Campus Vibes trip and checked out the Hornet Walk. Let's take a look. One of the cool pre-homecoming festivities at Alabama State University is the Hornet Walk. During the Hornet Walk, not only are the football players, the cheerleaders, and organizations from around the campus walking through, but also too today, they are honoring the breast cancer and domestic violence survivors. It has been so many overwhelming events here at Alabama State, and the Hornet Walk is a tradition. Now, October is not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And during this Hornet Walk, I'll just say that they honored all of these women who are survivors, who have been through any and everything. They have made their way through, and of course, during the Hornet Walk, they had to present them. It was such a beautiful and honor tribute to all of these survivors. And of course, the Hornet Walk is just something special. It is special for all of the fans to come and interact with the players. The recruits are here. It's a lot of recruits from all the different sports teams. I mean, it's just a wonderful tradition. So as always, it's always great being here for homecoming, and the Hornet Walk is something that is so special and near and dear to Alabama State University.
Hornet Nation, make some noise!
All right, now it is my favorite time. We are about to see the mighty marching Hornets of Alabama State University. MMH is led by director James B. Oliver. And they have 5 amazing drum majors. For a few of them, we have Javante Price, Justin Heidemann, Kenneth Richardson, Cameron Shabazz, and Marcus Edison. Playing alongside their 252 band members with the Stingettes, Honeybees, and the Ladies of Distinction. Dr. Oliver received the Harmony and Leadership Award from Southern Soul Music, Radio, and TV. The governor of Alabama just proclaimed a day in their honor, and they received a rap trailer from Coca-Cola. Needless to say, the mighty marching Hornets have a lot going on. Let's see what they got.
Shows on 3 different networks, A&E, Aspire, and Lifetime. Hornet Nation, put your hands together right now for your Alabama State University Mighty Marching Hornets! Here's halftime. Today, let's celebrate the fight against breast cancer. Today, Alabama State University is joining forces with thousands of individuals across Alabama and across the country to promote breast cancer awareness among women of color. ASU would like to support the fighters, admirers, and survivors, honor the taken, and never, ever can be more. At this time, please focus your attention to the 50-yard line as the band plays Lord Do It For Me. ASU softball faculty, staff, and students who have fought and won the breast cancer fight. Dr. Joyce Davis, Senior Director of Health Center, would like to encourage women to take care of themselves by regularly checking for early signs of breast cancer. First up, Ms. Katina Moss, the Strategic Initiatives Coordinator, Office of Institutional Effectiveness, Strategic Initiatives and Transformation. She is a breast cancer survivor of 22 years, employed here at Alabama State for 12, and a member of AKA sorority, escorted by her son, Casey Moss. Second up, Miss Kimberly Black. She is the payroll director of payroll here at Alabama State University, a breast cancer survivor for 9 years, employed here at ASU for 12 years. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and she is escorted by her father, Willie Black Jr., and family. Next up, Ms. Ebony Faith Johnson. She is a spring 2020 graduate with a BS in Rehabilitation Services. She is a breast cancer survivor for 1 year, escorted by her father, Cliff Johnson. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Tracy Presley, Assistant Professor of Social Work here at Alabama State University for 16 years, a breast cancer survivor for 4. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that any other breast cancer survivor in attendance please stand. The pink ribbon is formed by a collaboration of ASU sorority members, their advisors, and family and friends. We thank Dr. Joyce Lloyd Davis and her ASU nursing staff for the services they render to ASU students and the community. Also, thank you to Jessica Madison and her team for collaborating with the Department of Athletics on this effort. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a hand one more time. And now it's our beautiful and sensational Stingettes dancing to Express.
You all have enjoyed this halftime show as much as I did. We'll be back soon after these messages. Enjoy the show.
Don't miss 2000s nights and see why it's a huge deal. An all-new Masked Singer, Wednesday at 8 on Fox.
Tomorrow on FS1, the ALDS continues. First, the Rangers take on the Orioles. Then, the reigning champion Astros battle the Twins. Game 2 of the ALDS, tomorrow on FS1.
listings.
Let's take a look at this week's HBCU Go Top 10 poll as voted on by our select panel. Fort Valley comes in at number 10 with a 4-1 record. Another SIAC school breaks into the top 10 with Miles at 4-1. Virginia Union out of the CIAA is 8th. Grambling had an impressive win over Prairie View last week, making the G-Men 7th. 6th-ranked Jackson State gets back in the action.
Welcome to season 22 of Hell's Kitchen. The American dream.
The American dream is freedom.
Overcoming adversity.
Work hard.
Sacrifice.
Always believe in the power of your dreams.
Breaking news. It's Hell's Kitchen. What planet are you on? This is absolutely insane. That's raw. Come on, guys. I do not get it. Hold on, there's more. Stop rushing. What's happening? Look at me in the eyes. Embarrassing. How's this possible? Don't look so shocked.
Hell's Kitchen. All new Thursdays and watch anytime on demand.
Tomorrow on FS1, BETHUNE continues. First, the Rangers take on the Orioles. Then, the reigning champion Astros battle the Twins. Game 2 of the ALDS. Tomorrow on FS1.
This place is a death trap. Shut it down. I came here to help you, but now we're starting to lose control. What is that? Are you willing to change?
Kitchen Nightmares, only Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
TV or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
We're at halftime here in Montgomery, Alabama. It's homecoming for this Alabama State team, and they trailed at halftime 7-3. Of course, we talked about the fact that last year when these two teams played, it was down in Daytona Beach, Florida, and Alabama State had rallied and came back after being down at halftime to spoil Bethune Cookman's homecoming. And today, well, we don't know what's going to happen right now. Again, almost the same type of scenario.
Yeah, exactly. And it's turned into a defensive battle, but we did have some scoring early on, and we had some movement here. And early in the game here, we almost thought they were trying to kick it away from the number one guy who's their big return man, but Jakari Allen Johnson gets a chance. No, Darnell Dees didn't do that. That was Johnson. And then
45 yards.
45 yards. Great return. Walter Simmons III getting it done there. And then who scored that?
Well, you know it.
Jimmy
Robinson 7 yards out, and that gave them a 7-3 lead. They were trailing 3-0 at that particular time.
That's exactly right. Some trouble on special teams. And how about our man, Bubba?
Came through with a blocked field goal attempt, and they recover it. And get some great field position, but unable to do anything with it.
Yeah, the defense coming through on that one. They really at the second half, or I should say first half, turned into a defensive battle towards the end. So again, we have to see what happens in this second half.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats presented by Cascade. The most amazing thing, it doesn't show up there. Neither team was penalized in the first half.
0 penalties, and again, not a lot of incomplete passes. So a tight one all the way through.
All right, we'll be back. Second half kickoff coming your way, and it'll be Alabama State getting the ball, and we'll be back.
Careful, little lady.
Lunch?
Yes, please.
That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water?
Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro. Check it out. It's made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word. It's just that you haven't.
What? Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
This is not just online scheduling. This is vaccines made easy for those who've got plans.
When you have something to get done today, getting everything you need today is helpful. That's why Ace has free in-store and curbside pickup, or even same-day delivery from your locally owned neighborhood Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now. Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
She's very frank.
You should never start anything you're not prepared to finish.
Compassionate.
I see a family that still loves each other, and I'm glad to see it.
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams. Check your local listings for times and channel.
As we get ready to start the second half here, one of the things we look at Alabama State when they get the ball. Remember last week against Alcorn State in that overtime loss, 23-20. They ran the ball pretty well. 257 yards, 2 touchdowns. Today at halftime, they only have 79 yards rushing.
Yeah, not having that same
70 yards rushing.
Exactly, not having that same success on the ground. But, you know, last week was kind of a phenomenon on their part. But this second half, you look at the stats, very balanced on both sides. The scoreboard's close, 7-3. So this one's been a battle of the forces. We'll see who maybe breaks through in this second half.
Now the second half kick coming down, and it'll be fielded by McMahon. McMahon trying to turn the corner, goes upfield, has a block, has a flag down, and across the 35 to the 36. First penalty of the ball game. I brought it up. I had to bring it up. Right?
That's saying a lot. Yeah, good points.
26-yard return. Let's see what happens with this penalty. In fact, I get a chance to say it right. Let's see. Turn your microphone on, Jarvis. Jarvis told me to make sure I say his name right. His mom is watching.
Yeah.
Jarvis Walker's the referee. Let's go down to
Hi,
Courtney.
Mama Walker.
Hey guys, I was able to talk to both coaches at the half. Now let's start with Bethune-Cookman. Coach Woody says he is stressing discipline while talking to his team at halftime. He says they are doing a good job of completing drives, but he wants more third down completions and he wants to get discipline in the red zone. And as for ASU, Coach says he is stressing physicality. He says they are finishing blocks, but they're not doing their job on both ends of the ball, getting into the red zone, getting those third down completions. He says he wants to stress discipline as well. He's ready for that first touchdown.
And the pass goes all the way down the field. And Kashawn Johnson catches the pass 48 yards from Damon Stewart. Longest pass play of the day for either team.
Charlie, this is how you do it. You fake the handoff up the middle, and you're just showing we're going for this. I'm just going to have my receiver, Kashawn Johnson, outrun you. I'm going to lay it out there. Huge pickup. Way to start that second half.
And it was Joshua Thornhill, the safety, who made the stop defensively to prevent more damage. Yes. So Harris still in the lineup, running the ball pretty well for this Alabama State team from the running back spot. So that 48-yard pass play puts them in great field position down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line of Bethune-Cookman.
Looks like Eddie Robinson Jr. has his crew gassed up for this second half. That's quite the start.
Play action. There's a pass wide open.
Got him.
Across the middle. And here's Kashawn Johnson, pushed out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
Woo.
They're going to mark it at the 1.
All right, they are working their magic. Stewart to Johnson, this time streaking across the middle from the right to the left. Hits him in stride.
Well, that's not Johnson. That is Isaiah Scott. Yes, the junior.
So mixing it up, Isaiah Scott that time comes slashing across. No one even took a look at him, so he was running free.
Harris in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama State. Off the right side. So Marcus Harris, the second.
Charlie, 1 minute, 46 seconds into the first part of the second half, and they drive
90 yards. 90 yards.
90 yards in just a handful of plays. 2 huge pass plays into the end zone. That's how you get the momentum back on homecoming.
Didn't take them long to get down the field. That drive started at their own 10-yard line. They had a couple long plays, 90 yards. The point after is no good. So it remains a 9-7 ball game. But 4 plays, 90 yards, 1:38 off the clock, and the run puts them in the lead by Marcus Harris.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play.
Jordana, easy on the gas.
Force a habit. I gotta wrap this commercial. I think I'm late on my payment.
It's okay. The General gives you a break when you need it.
Yeah, we let you pick your own due date, so you can pay your car insurance when it's best for you.
Well, that's good to know, because this next scene might take a while.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
This October 10th and 11th, Prime Big Deal Days give Prime members exclusive access to 2 days of big savings, which means you're kind of a big deal. Prime Big Deal Days, October 10th and 11th, only for Prime members.
It's
unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
Spend too
overindulge.
much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
9-7 our score. Let's look at, not often does a quarterback have a choice.
Yeah,
where to throw
great
it.
choices.
He had 2 choices.
Yeah, Charlie, take a look out here. We've got Isaiah Scott, and then also both the receivers out here. You've got Keyshawn Johnson, so he has a great setup here. 2 great receivers on that right side. It's Isaiah Scott, number 10, who breaks it inside, so he'll take this one off, and he runs this like this. Keyshawn Johnson runs it straight down. He's got options here, and he makes the right one coming across the middle.
Like I said, both. Look at Keyshawn Johnson. He's
Keyshawn
wide
was
open.
wide by himself. He probably would have scored too. So
well, that's who I thought he was throwing it to. You heard I said wide open?
Wide open.
I wasn't even looking at
yeah.
it.
That's when you have the luxury. Damon Stewart goes, who do I want to go to? I got one streaking across the middle, one running right down the side.
Well, at least he didn't blow it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that normally happens. Here's our scoring drive. You saw that. And here's the return by Bethune-Cookman.
Pushing it.
And across the 40, all the way to the 44-yard line goes the main man, the man who normally does some damage. He is not returning the ball, but this young man has done a good job for
Dakari Allen Johnson, a second
the Wildcats today. Yeah. Had a good return earlier. This one good for 27 yards. And this gives Bethune-Cookman the ball in fairly good field position as they start their first drive of the second half at the 48-yard line, their own 48. Walter Simmons still in the quarterback for the Wildcats. Coach Raymond Woody. And hands off again. Not much running room for Jimmy Robinson. Somebody grabbed the ankle right away. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
The defensive crew coming out saying our offense looks strong. Time for us to flex up and build a brick wall to hold on to this lead.
Bubba was the man who grabbed that ankle that time. He's all over the place.
Yeah, he really is. He's just key and just fire on that defense.
Calling the defensive plays, getting the call in from the sideline and from the bench. The defensive coordinator. Only 3 down linemen right now. Back to pass. And looking out. And incomplete on the near sideline. And trying it for Jalen Tosado. He was the intended receiver. Sophomore out of Liberty City, Florida.
Simmons never really had much on that one, just kind of threw it out wide. Good coverage on that, so he smart just putting the ball out of play.
3rd down and 10 right now. They were 2 of 7 in the first half in 3rd down conversions. Throws out the flat a little bit too far. Had a man out there. Just couldn't get it. Tink Boyd was the intended receiver, but just couldn't get it to him. Grad student out of Richmond, Virginia. So to bring up a 4th down punting situation again for the Wildcats. Bethune-Cookman.
So 2 completely different stories coming out of the halftime. The offense of ASU on fire. BCU not able to click on their cylinders on this first drive. So great start by the home team.
So Tulin on to punt it away once again. Runs to the right side. gets off a pretty good high punt, and it is fielded. And we get a block in the back. It's going to be brought back. We got 2 penalty flags down on this play. And one is back at the 11-yard line. 49-yard punt that time by Max Tulin, the freshman from Melbourne, Australia. Let's look at the referee's call. Jarvis Whitaker. Let us know what's Walker, rather. Jarvis Walker. Mom, I messed up.
That's right. He made it a point to find you pregame. Please. Mama's watching. You got it right, though. But we got to help him get that microphone on.
Well, they tested it a moment ago and it was working. But anyway, let's check out our Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Febreze. Alabama State's wide receiver. There he is, Keshawn Johnson. He is from Birmingham, Alabama. Wears jersey number 1. He's the 2nd in total receiving yards in the SWAC. He's majoring in physical education and has a 3.1 grade point average. Congratulations to our Febreze Scholar Athlete for the week.
So that penalty backs him up.
It does. And Stewart now in at quarterback. The last drive was orchestrated by Stewart. And they hand the ball off and go straight ahead once again. In the first half, we saw a split between Davis and Stewart. Stewart has been the man of record here in the second half.
Number 26, Marcus Harris, gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down.
So 2nd and 7 now, facing this Alabama State team. Next week, they'll be in Jackson, Mississippi for Jackson State's homecoming. And not a chance for Eddie Robinson to get back at Deion Sanders for what happened here last year. Who is SWAC?
That is right. And the coach had that shirt on yesterday. I am SWAC. And, you know, he was having fun with that, but he wishes he had a shot at Deion next week.
A little flea flicker action, and is caught in the middle of the field. And still on his feet is Keshawn Johnson, and Johnson has it all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, man. Give Alabama State credit for getting out of some trouble here, trying some trickery. Nearly got caught in the end zone, but slipped it out there. Johnson breaking free. Big pickup. Get out of their own territory.
26 yards on that play that time. And here's
cutting it loose.
Damon Stewart going around the right side for about 8 yards that time. Loses his helmet, so he's going to have to come out for one play. And that'll bring in Demetrius Davis, but Stewart with a big run.
Yeah, Stewart proving very dangerous with his feet. He's got great acceleration, Charlie, so when he turns up, he can run right by people.
2nd and 2, 8-yard gain. And straight ahead goes Davis. He keeps the ball, gets the first down across the 45.
That's how you move the chains.
Here comes Stewart back in the lineup.
That's right. This was originally his drive. Helmet popped off, right back in to lead the troops. So the coach with the shuttle quarterback move seems to be working so far today.
You know, we talk about it. We always say, and hear coaches say, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. But, you know, it's nice to have that great backup. But, again, it's kind of interesting that these guys are good friends. They work together and they help each other out. And here's a play action, throwing it down the field, and kind of a throwaway that time because he was under a little pressure.
And nobody broke open or broke free, so he danced up, stepped up, fired it out of bounds just to get stay alive for another play.
So again, we have a 2nd down and 10 for Alabama State. Ball resting right at the 45-yard, 46-yard line, their own 46. Demetrius Davis is in there right now at quarterback. Stewart is out. Play action to Harris. Davis running In trouble, throws, has a complete far sideline, and close to and may have the first down is the little check down pass play, and it's complete.
D. Davis doing a nice job of keeping this one alive, stretching it out, waiting for a receiver to break free, dumps it off to him, and then good power running that on through by Marcus Harris to push forward for that first down.
Check down, and Harris did a good job finding an open spot and allowing his quarterback to get it to him. Davis is again under center. Gives off this time, straight ahead. It goes to Harris, and he doesn't get much going on that time. Good defense that time for Bethune-Cookman, and that was Conroy Cunningham, a defensive lineman.
Yeah, in that first half, strong effort by the BCU defense. They kind of broke down the 4-play 90-yard touchdown drive. They need to flex back up here and get that swarming defense, steal some of the thunder from the home team Hornets.
2nd and 9. Davis back to pass. Throws. Has it complete. Down at the 20-yard line. And on the catch that time is
Asa Gregg.
Asa Gregg. Transfer student from St. John's.
Great concentration.
I didn't say transfer. I meant to say he's a true freshman from St. John's High in White Plains, Maryland, outside of D.C.
Young man's got some hands. That's
First
a tough
and 10
with a defender on your back.
1st and 10. They keep the ball on the ground, and a lot of defenders there to make sure nothing positive happens for Alabama State.
The Alabama State offense eating up big chunks of yardage, finding ways to get open, take advantage of what the defense is giving them. So great adjustment. Give the coaching staff credit for making the adjustment at halftime, and they're exploiting those holes.
They lost a yard on that play. 2nd and 11.
Reverse and a pass.
And it wide open. Will it get there? Yes, but out of the end zone. It got there. It was caught by Keyshawn Johnson, but out of the end zone. Boy, they had both quarterbacks in the lineup.
Yeah. Abracadabra. Yeah, a lot of emotion and mixed signals on that. He puts it up high. He has to go so high for it. Never has a chance to come back down in bounds.
So it was the man who was covering him was Darnell Dees there, number 5.
On the replay.
One foot on the white.
The white's okay.
Yeah, white's out.
It was close. Okay, I saw these colors. I'm like, he got something down.
Wide open this time. This one is true, and it is caught. And on the reception is Isaiah Scott.
I'll tell you, these receivers are doing it and doing it right. Finding the open spaces here, and again, he was running free, so all he had to do was lay it out, drop it in the bucket, and Scott hauls it in with the greatest of ease.
There we go.
17 yards on the pass play.
Great pattern there, the stop, the spin, and the go. He just fooled the defense. They bid on what was happening in front of them, and he spun around and took it down to the end zone.
So the one for the point after touchdown is Jaden John. The kick is up, and this one is good this time. And now it's a 16-7 Alabama State lead. Going back, deja vu from a year ago. They were trailing at halftime in Daytona. Came back and won it. They were trailing at halftime here, and they now lead it by 9.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC.
Don't miss 2000s nights and see why it's a huge deal. An all-new Masked Singer, Wednesday at 8 on Fox.
HBCU Go Sports Football is being brought to you by AT&T. Fast, reliable, secure. And by Febreze, keeping it fresh since '98.
We are back, and take a look here. The man wearing the beautiful breast cancer awareness socks out here, that is Isaiah Scott. He runs this nice little loop-de pattern. Watch him here. He does a corkscrew and then spins it, breaks loose. No one can touch him. Easy money for the touchdown. Great pass by Damon Stewart. And how about our man, Isaiah Scott, in the end zone? He is on fire today. He and Keyshawn Johnson, Charlie, just making it look nice.
And as you look at our scoring drive brought to you by AT&T, they went 95 yards. Remember, this drive started after the second half kickoff, and they started at their own 5 after a penalty, and they went all the way down the field, and they used 11 plays and 4 minutes and 56 seconds off the clock.
So 2 touchdowns. The first one 90 yards in the second half. The second one 95 yards. The home team blowing it up.
Yes, indeed. They were down 7-3 at halftime. They've scored their 2 possessions in the second half. This will be Bethune-Cookman's second possession of the second half, and they're starting at their own 25-yard line. They'll be at home next week. We'll be there for their homecoming game against Texas Southern. Southern University will be their next opponent at home. Then they hit the road against Grambling, Mississippi Valley, and they back home against Mississippi Valley, Alabama A&M, and they close out the season at the Florida Classic down in Orlando, Florida, against Florida A&M. First down and 10 at their own 25. Simmons keeping the ball, going left side at the 30, 35, and knocked down after a first down out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 12.
Design run for the quarterback. Simmons just tucking this one away and getting around that left side. A lot of green, so it allowed him to pick up that 11-12 yards for the first down.
They only had 79 yards rushing in the first half. This pass out in the flat this time, and he has it complete. And he is knocked out of bounds on the far sideline, right in front of the Bethune bench. And that's a gain of 8. The penalty markers down on this side. Let's see what the officials are talking about. The line judge. Field judge Nicholas Stonwell and Jafar Swanigan talking things over with our referee Jarvis Walker.
For the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 21. Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 4. Those penalties offset the down counts. It will be second down.
So Davino Ellington and Trey Phillips having
their first unsportsmanlike conduct fouls of the game.
And I'm really glad that Jarvis's microphone's working, because Mama wants to hear her baby's voice too. He looks outstanding. Just like to hear his shooting voice.
Last year we had Jarvis quite often. It's the first time I think we've seen him this season. They're keeping the ball on the ground and the game. And we go back to that last scoring drive by Alabama State, that 95 yards. That's their longest scoring drive of the season.
Good time to pull it out. Homecoming. Take that lead and start to build on it.
3rd down and 5.
So now Raymond Woody Jr. looking to crank up that NASCAR tempo offense here to get them back in the driver's seat.
He's got Robinson beside him on the right. From the gun. Back to pass is Simmons. Under pressure. Stops. Uh-oh. Loses the ball. Still loose. And let's see who has it. Where did it go? No official word yet. It may be still
Simmons. They
got lucky.
Bounced out of bounds.
They got lucky on that one because the ball was knocked loose.
Well, watch him. He puts on the brakes and just loses the handle. Fortune tries to get it himself, and that ball finally squirts out of bounds. Yeah, Simmons caught a break there. That would have been a huge turnover. The chance to score again.
So they'll punt it away from their own 35-yard line. McMinn, sophomore out of Howard, is deep.
Over the head.
Well, he can get it away.
Yeah, no penalty there. You can crush him once he breaks out of there like that. They're lucky they got it that far.
They are lucky. Boy, I'll tell you, they saved that one. It's only a 19-yard punt, but it could have been a touchdown for Alabama State.
That would be a 19-yard punt. They will say a prayer and thank
it was 19
the
yards.
Lord for that. Yes. That should have been either a touchdown. Again, I can't even say how lucky they were on that one. Everybody coming for him, but he somehow got it away, and it was a line drive. Just pulled out his iron. He smashed it.
So from their own 46-yard line, third possession of the second half, each one resulting in a score for Alabama State as they lead it right now by a score of 16-7. From their own 46-yard line, they're going to work. Out in the flat. Here we go again.
Double pass.
Double pass. And this couldn't get Keshawn Johnson. That went in the hands of Isaiah Scott. Isaiah Scott throwing the pass this time on the little pass from Stewart.
And watch it. They set it up nicely, but Scott just kind of unleashes a duck.
And he got a man wide open.
That's right, man.
I know Keshawn is saying, wait a minute.
And Isaiah saying, relax, everybody. They paid me to catch the ball.
It is second down and 10. Stewart still in the quarterback. Out in the flat this time. He has it complete to Scott. Scott is brought down immediately.
In this second half, Johnson and Scott a dynamite 1-2 punch right now.
So to bring up a third down, we'll call it third and about 7. Ball at the 49-yard line, their own 49. Their last drive was a 95-yard 9-play affair, their longest drive of the season. And they put it in the end zone. 21-yard pass. Again, Stewart running for his life. Trying to get around and throw it. And it's out of bounds. It'll be a fourth down.
Yeah, tough throw right there. Rolling your left or right hander, trying to throw across his body. Never had a chance to square up and put it on his receiver. So they'll just have to punt this one away. On the scramble here again, he's got great speed, but this is a tough throw. He was directing some traffic, telling Scott to get there, but he could not put it on his man.
So hard, as you said, to be running left, and he's so near the sideline when he let it go for it to have any kind of success.
And when you're running it, near your top speed, it's even harder. When you have a chance to throttle down and turn a little bit, you can actually put some finesse on the ball, but he was on full tilt.
Harrison Tuck, freshman from Australia, back to punt it away, averaging 36 yards a punt coming in to the contest. He's a left-footed kicker. Nice high kick. And this is going to go.
Friendly bounce. That's money.
And be down at the 3-yard line by Bethune-Cookman. It looked like it was going to go in the end zone. It took a reverse.
Yeah.
It came back. And
make the
great
money.
punt. Great punt. 48 yards. Bethune-Cookman buried. We'll be back.
Lowe's knows you want to make everyone feel at home this season. That's why with Hisense appliances, you can get a lot more without spending a lot more. Because the only thing better than scoring quality appliances is the quality time that follows. Shop Hisense appliances now exclusively at Lowe's.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe, developed with dermatologists, contains 3 essential ceramides to replenish ones I've lost and help restore my natural barrier. So I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. We're in this together. With CeraVe, we have what we need to stay protected.
CeraVe, the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
You got to frank it up.
Crank it up!
Crank it up! Yeah!
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. I put that on everything.
All right, guys, listen up. This entire season boils down to one word.
Bundle home and auto.
But that's 4 words.
Not if you bundle them.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3 to Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Want to keep track of today's upsets? Just tell Siri, show me SWAC football scores.
Well, some good games going on today. Of course, we know FAMU is at Southern University. FAMU has won 3 straight games. There we go. And Grambling and Alcorn. Grambling at halftime with a 1-point advantage. Jackson State leading Alabama A&M 21-7. Of course, Alabama A&M put up those 58 points a week ago, and we saw them down at Alabama A&M for their homecoming against Tuskegee. So, of course, we talked about Florida A&M and Southern, and, of course, later on, Mississippi Valley and Prairie View. But it's going to be interesting to see what's happening. If FAMU coming in at 3-0. Talked about Grambling mid 2-0. Southern University's 2-0 in terms of conference play. Grambling has won 3 straight games. When you look at these 2 teams, Bethune-Cookman has lost 2 straight, and of course Alabama State's trying to snap a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was kind of like magic right there, Charlie. Siri asked for scores, and you delivered. So
no, not me.
Yeah, right.
I had nothing to do with it. Siri's amazing.
Yes.
Siri can do anything, right?
That's good tag team.
As we go straight ahead with this Bethune-Cookman team. Mary McLeod Bethune back on 1904, October 3rd. Is when Mary McLeod Bethune founded Bethune-Cookman College. So again, congratulations to them. School is 119 years old, over 2,500 students. Did a great job there. It is 2nd down and 8. Again, trying to go left is Jimmy Robinson, and Jimmy Robinson to the 5-yard line, and that's all he's going to get. You know, you talk about football history with this Bethune-Cookman team. They were a member of the SIC from 1950 to 79, where they won 3 conference titles. They joined the MEAC in 79, stayed there until 2020, where they won 8 conference titles. Larry Little, Alvin Wyatt, Brian Jenkins, Terry Sims, who's now on the Alabama State staff. And then they joined the Southwestern Athletic Conference, moving over here from the MEAC with Florida A&M. 3rd and 8. In the end zone, coming out of it, they get the 1st down. Still running across the 15 and out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And a 1st down is gained by the legs of Walter Simmons II.
Yeah, coach told us, he said, hey, this young man has the potential to extend plays, and he's really been impressed with the way he is processing defenses now and becoming that dual threat. He says they're working on him putting layers on his throws now. He says he's got a decent arm, can throw with the best of them. Now he needs to find that finesse and touch.
Came from East Carolina University. Didn't get a lot of playing, if any playing time, when he was at East Carolina University. He's a sophomore, and he's from Orange Park, Florida.
And I always find it interesting that coaching staffs and the recruiters keeping eyes on players. Even though he didn't play, they still are able to isolate and find somebody they may need to pick up, even though they don't have a lot of tape on him. So that's really been a bread and butter with all these transfers. Find that diamond in the rough.
2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz.
That's it, Colton.
He's right up there, and Bubba has the sack. Second sack of the day.
Colton Bubba Adams doing what Colton Bubba Adams does. That's hit things, make tackles, sack quarterbacks, and win. Look at him there.
When we asked the coach about Bubba Adams, he said he reminds me so much of myself.
Yeah, Eddie Robinson Jr., that's a big compliment because Eddie, you covered him.
Yes.
He was a bad man.
1991, they won the Black National Championship. We talked about the fact that they played Cornell Maynor, who's the coach at Alabama A&M School, in the Heritage Bowl down in Miami in 1991. And of course, Cornell Maynor's team had just won the MEAC,
yes,
and they represented the MEAC in the Heritage Bowl.
That's awesome. A couple of OGs back in the day and now coaching in the same conference.
Yeah, Eddie Robinson on defense, Cornell Maynor, the quarterback of North Carolina A&T that year.
That is awesome. And both just great dudes, but both, when they were players, I look at some of those old films, man, they both would light it up from their sides of the ball.
No question. Eddie got a chance to do some broadcasting with
you
me.
guys work together, man. Every time you hook up, it's like old school days.
3rd and 19, back shoulder throw, and this is incomplete. Trying to get it over to Devano Ellington.
Almost pulled it in, Charlie. It was a great adjustment. Had he caught this, watch this. He puts it on that back shoulder, almost hauls it in. The defense was there, but he hit the ground. Ball came loose, but great body control.
So the penalty moved them all the way back inside the 10, and they'll be punting it from their own 8-yard line. Remember, this drive started at the 2. They got the first down, but then a penalty did not help the situation for them today. This is Max Tulin. He'll punt it away once again for the Wildcats.
Slow snap, man. Good job.
Got it away. And it is fielded. And still on his feet. Here we go. Trouble for McMinn. And McMinn is down to the 20-yard line.
Ball popped loose. I don't know if the ground caused the fumble. The ball did pop loose.
So it was Robert McMinn, sophomore, 5'9", out of Hollywood, Florida.
He did a nice job on timing on this. He kind of saw, set, hesitated. Watch this. He gets this and waits, and then he explodes. Very slippery. Sees that wall to the right side. Almost breaks free. Oh, he actually dropped it before he went down. That ball was loose.
But it went out of bounds.
Exactly.
It saved it for Alabama State.
Absolutely.
43 yards on that return by Mr. McMinn. McMinn's longest was 27. Well, actually, 30. He had a 31-yarder earlier.
And I can tell you, nice return by McMinn, but when they get into the film session on Monday, coach will say, great return, but you hang on to that ball.
Yeah, 30 yards was that return. The punt was 43. But more importantly, 31.
Fumbled the ball forward out of bounds. The ball will go back to the spot of the fumble. First down.
And he had a 31-yarder earlier this season against Southern University on punt returns. He also was on the kickoff return team. So they were going to spot the ball back because he fumbled it forward to the point where the actual ball came out, which will be right inside the 25 to the 28-yard line. They're ready to play.
The Masked Singer kicked off with an incredible reveal.
I am so starstruck right now.
And there's still so much in store.
We've never seen that.
The Masked Singer, all new Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
NFL Plus. I catch live, local, and primetime games on my phone. And I catch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon on NFL Red Zone.
Catch it all and start streaming NFL Plus today. Plans start at $6.99 a month.
Only one question leads to life-changing money.
Is it real or is it snake oil?
Sniff out the scam and find the real product.
This show's crazy.
All new Snake Oil, Wednesdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
Welcome back to Alabama State. Coach, we spoke at the half, and you stressed discipline in the red zone. You come back and 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. How do you build on that in the fourth?
Well, I think that's what we have to do. I mean, we're in the red zone right now, and the biggest thing is us. We got to punch the ball into the red zone. Didn't have that energy to start off the game, but we went into the half, got it going, so we just got to finish it off strong.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting as we start the fourth quarter here in Montgomery, Alabama, and Alabama State in the red zone leading by 9 points with 15 minutes to go. And when you look at the stats from the third quarter, John, Alabama State 193 offensive yards in the third quarter alone, and Bethune-Cookman with only 23.
Yeah, they'd come out on fire, like you said. His conversation in that halftime speech obviously sinking in. They come out with 2 drives, 90 and 95 yards, really doing everything they want. So flexing up on offense, a chance to do it again here in the red zone.
All right, ball spotted inside the 10 at the 9-yard line right now as we start the fourth quarter here. First down and goal for Alabama State. Eddie Robinson stressing red zone efficiency, and straight ahead they keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, he's been talking about that during their interviews today. The coaches talk we had with him earlier in the week, he said that is one of the things we've really been struggling with is finishing drives. He said we have a great offense doing great things, but when we get close, we just have not been doing it. So he said his kids this week have been committed, focused on getting it done. The mentality and the mental details count.
Ball spotted all the way down to the 7-yard line now. Stewart is the quarterback. Harris is the back behind him. He's working under center. You don't see that too much anymore, right? Most of the quarterbacks are working from the shotgun. Back corner throw, back shoulder throw, intended for Keshawn Johnson. Omari Hill Robinson covering defensively.
Yeah, that was really good coverage here. He was sticky right on top of him. Number 1 versus number 1.
One-on-one.
That's right. Swatted that one away. So I like the fact that the officials let them. They both kind of made some contact with their hands, but nothing flagrant, so there were no flags. Just good coverage.
Third and goal. Ball at the 7-yard line right now. Keshawn Johnson goes to the top of the screen. Throwing incomplete into the end zone. Again, Johnson was the intended receiver. Keshawn Johnson. Jabari Jowden was the man covering defensively. So let's see if the field goal team comes in. They do.
Yeah, this has got to drive Eddie Robinson Jr. crazy because it's exactly what he's been preaching. You get it in there. I mean, they drove 90 yards, 95 yards. Now they have a short field and not able to execute.
29-yard field goal attempt. They kicked one earlier, had one fumbled. And let's see if they can split the uprights with this one. Jaden John, the kick is up, and this one is good. So they add to their points. It's a 12-point lead now. 19-7. We're in the fourth quarter with 14 minutes left here on HBCU Go.
Zoom in close and I might strike a pose. I'm in my zone, but I'm sure that you know. Too much drip, it ain't my fault. It's in my fit, it's in my walk.
Will you marry me?
Zoom, 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 zoom in on me.
Wow.
Pre-order the new Pixel 8 Pro at googlestore.com and get Pixel Watch 2 or Pixel Buds Pro on us.
You don't know this yet, but I'm about to become your go-to pair of boots. So you can tell the world you got this without having to say a thing. Fashion is what you buy. Style is what you own.
This month, join the new Subway MVP Rewards program and get rewarded. Get 50% off any footlong when you join Subway MVP Rewards. So many all-star options.
It's just for Subway MVPs, right?
You catch on quick, Herbert. Join now and get 50% off any footlong.
It's unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of faith.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3, 2 Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
Last season, Torrey sat down with Francis Tiafu, Jennifer King, Doc Rivers, Debbie Allen, Keenan Thompson, Tyler Perry, and Don Peebles. This season, on Masters of the Game, Maisha Kai sits down with Tabitha Brown, Charles King, Jesse Collins, Nikki Giovanni, and more. Catch up on thegrio.com or the Grio app. Check your local listings for the Grio.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Realistic.
I will maybe have a tendency to
spend too much and won't be able to pay your rent. That's the problem.
He holds the line.
I resent it, and I resent you for doing it.
Powerful.
I don't know where you've been, but you're going to respect this courtroom. I'm going to throw you out real quick.
Mathis Court is in session. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Montgomery, Alabama is the very heart of the civil rights movement. It was the home of Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her seat on the bus, the endpoint of the Third March for voting rights for Selma, and the church of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The Legacy Museum has a moving memorial to victims of mass lynching, as well as parks and murals dedicated to Black Lives Matter.
You're talking about Selma. I had a chance to cross the Pettus Bridge a few years ago, right down the road here, and I'll tell you how significant those people were in terms of us being able to sit here and do what we do today.
We are standing on their shoulders in a spiritual way. And Charlie, I can tell you what's great. I had a chance to stroll around the city the last couple of days, and you see these statues and the monuments, and you see these plaques explaining what happened on this ground. You can feel the spirits. It's amazing. If you're down here, please get out, get around and see it. It gives you chills.
And it's so significant and it's so great that the young people who go to school here get a chance to witness and experience things that, you know, they never could even imagine would happen to the race that we're in years ago.
Yeah, and just the inhumanities, but you see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have an understanding of our history and what we went through, and it gives perspective and appreciation for what we have, and also how much more we still have to move forward. So learning this, the history, vital. It's not only Black history, it is American history.
Right. 19-7 is our score. Bethune-Cookman now with the ball, trailing by 9 points in this contest, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak and trying to make it not only over this season, but 2-game losing streak to Alabama State.
Exactly. Now they want to turn it around, man. Get some energy into this season. Not going to do it like that.
12-point deficit. I said 9. I'll get my math together.
It's all right, man.
But you know,
that's Siri.
Yeah, right. You should ask her. But you know, prior, we talked about they had met first in 1949, but prior to the Bethune coming into the SWAC, they had not played since 2012. But they played the last 2 years. So this is the 3rd meeting since Bethune has joined the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Time for them to crank up this offense. You know, still plenty of time, but this clock's been moving fast.
And they keep it on the ground, going off the right side. Jimmy Robinson has been the man all day long, but they've kind of kept him intact. Jimmy Robinson, the 3rd, out of Hastings, Florida, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, they really haven't had a chance to get much off on offense so far. So, you know, I think at this point you're trailing by 12 points. You got a lot of green in front of you. This is when you find something dynamic. We've watched the team leading Alabama State try some tricks. These guys at least need to go up top, go vertical, and put it in the air.
3 of 10 on 3rd down conversions for Bethune today. And they're going to come up short that time as Jimmy Robinson gets the ball on a catch out of the backfield.
Yeah, a little swing pass there, but again, not really overly aggressive. That was kind of a conservative play, and that's why they will be bringing the punt team on to kick it away.
So they're going to be short by about 2 yards of a 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down and 2. They'll be punting it from their own 33. 4th punt of the 2nd half. 7th of the game for Bethune-Cookman. Picked up.
Is the knee down?
I'm not sure if the knee was down or not.
They blew the whistle quickly.
They blew the whistle quickly, and it's a 42-yard punt. And it'll be at the 25-yard line. That's where Alabama State leading it by 12. They'll get the ball when we come back here on HBCU Go.
We have this little girl, Kaylin. Never acted before. I would say to her, okay, give me your scared face. And she really blew a hole in all of us old actors who have all of our methods of getting into an emotion and doing everything, because she could do it in one take.
ES.TV, where the stars shine. Check your local listings for times and channel. America's Court with Judge Ross.
Hold on. This has nothing to do with the necklace.
You don't get to control what happens up in here?
Judge Ross is back with all new cases.
Did he say to you, I think you're cheating on me?
Yes.
We had you take a lie detector test.
And the same attitude.
I asked the questions up in here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Daytime Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
Case closed.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Check your local listings for times and channel. The biggest comedy stars.
I give her my heart, but she wanted my what?
Kidney. Wall-to-wall laughs.
What is it called when an elderly woman has an affair?
Grandma did what?
It's the comedy game show.
There is an edible version of Scrabble.
Going to the bathroom spells disaster.
Funny you should ask. Check your local listings for times and channel.
This fall, anytime is go time on HBCU Go.
Look at him go. They cannot stop this man.
Zone, touchdown! Under pressure!
Bam! That was a hit. HBCU football every Saturday this fall on HBCU Go. Check your local listings.
HBCU Go Sports Football is being brought to you by Cascade. Dare to dish differently. And by Ram. Powered by Ram trucks built to serve. I love my HBCU. Great mural here on the campus of Alabama State in Montgomery, Alabama.
I'd love to contact the artist and ask them if we could hire them to spray paint a little go on the end. I love my HBCU go.
And no question.
No, a beautiful, beautiful wall.
No question about it.
And you see the artwork all over the cities we were talking about earlier, man. It's just such the experience to be immersed in this.
Alabama State now with the ball. They lead it by 12, 19-7. They trail 7-3 at the half. Bethune-Cookman only score that came in the first quarter, and they've been scoreless ever since. In fact, Alabama State has scored their most points in the second quarter, the least amount of points in the fourth quarter, but they seem to be doing okay here in the second half.
Making it work.
Keeping the ball and keeping it and going straight ahead. And that is Demetrius Davis. He decides to keep it and run it straight ahead. You know, there's really no reason to put the ball in the air if you can pick up the yards on the ground right now, right?
Yeah, try to run some clock off, and if they happen to, you know, give you something, take advantage of it. But you cannot argue. Letting that clock run out is going to work in your favor. But you also want to continue being aggressive, so you don't want to end up playing not to lose.
Damon Stewart now in at quarterback.
That's right. The shuttle.
The shuttlebacks trying to go to the left side this time, keeping the ball on the ground. And this was Jalen Sultan. By the way, we gotta take our hats off to Simone Biles. You heard what she was able to do.
Awesome. Another championship. Another goal.
Another championship. I mean,
the most awarded.
Most world and
Olympic medals.
Gold medals. Yes.
I think, what is it, 33 or 34?
Yeah, I can't keep track.
Yes.
I can't add that high.
The world's most decorated gymnast. And again, what she went through emotionally, she had the breakdown and kind of the yips and just wasn't comfortable in her tumbling. To come back from that, to not only compete, but then do it at the biggest level.
And got married.
That's right.
Last year.
Little trickery here, little sleight of hand. They fake it going one way and then kind of the no-look Magic Johnson pass. So these guys have been doing this all day, but unfortunately it looks like their QB, Damon Stewart, might have twisted up an ankle on that one. Got so fancy.
So to bring up a fourth down punting situation, it'll be 4th and 16 for Alabama State. So
he was having a great
There's
day.
an injury on the play. Please set the game clock. 10:55. 10:55.
Yeah, Stewart comes out of the game 8 for 13, 150 yards to go with the touchdown and a lot of big plays.
Only the second punt of the second half for Alabama State. They scored the first 2 possessions, punted on their third, hit a 29-yard field goal on their fourth. Their 5th possession of the second half will end in a punt.
Well, he's got the wind behind him, so we'll see if he can get some leg into this bad boy.
This is Boyd. Boyd goes down immediately. Tink Boyd on the return at the 31-yard line, and that's where Bethune-Cookman will go to work, trailing by 12 with 10:31 to go.
Lunch? Yes, please. That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water? Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro. Check it out. It's made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word. It's just that you haven't.
What? Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Travel, there is nothing like it.
Dancing is my passion.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
I was constantly itching.
Whatever I was doing.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Look at that new titanium iPhone 15 Pro. Why don't I have one? You need to go to T-Mobile, where new and existing customers can get iPhone 15 Pro on them. I do need to switch to T-Mobile. You're very wise, Reflection Common. And you're very handsome, Real Common. You don't need hair. Yeah, hair is for suckers.
At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us now and the freedom to upgrade every year.
Are they happy? I say they are.
It's that
John, you're rocking
vibe.
with them also.
I feel it, man. I think I just pulled a shoulder out of joint.
Alabama State leading 19-7. Let's take a look at our scholar athlete today, brought to you by Febreze. Bethune-Cookman University's Devin Harrell, a junior linebacker. He's from Tallahassee, Florida, majoring in business administration and maintaining a 3.3 grade point average. Congratulations to Mr. Harrell. That's what it is. That's what it's all about, being a student athlete.
It's so true. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, aspirations maybe to play beyond here. But, yeah, that young man right there says, yeah, I'm putting in the time here. We had a chance to rap with him on the field, putting in the time here, but I'm worried about that classroom because I got a long life to live. I want to make sure I'm doing the kind of career that I've dreamed of.
Walter Simmons III. There's some Bethune fans made their way here to root for their team.
Oh, sticks it. Young Simone Biles right there.
Yes. Under pressure.
That was slick.
Gets out of there. Simmons
almost turned it.
Brought down at the 35-yard line and coming up with the big stop. That time was Jimmy Robinson III. Jimmy Robinson.
Nice job by Simmons there, just avoiding a sack.
And now Jimmy Robinson again on the carry. Let's go down to Courtney. We're talking about Bubba and what he's meant to this team. What do you have for us, Courtney?
Hey, Charlie, we've heard the name Bubba quite a few times, and that is because he is the heart of this Alabama State defense. Now, fun fact, when he was recruited, there was a lot of conversation during his signing day, as he is one of the few white inside linebackers in the HBCU culture. And now, he and his father both emphasized that and shut that down immediately, that none of that matters to him. The only thing that he cares about is hitting people on that defensive line. Now, just because of that, he was also named the 2023 Black College Football Player of the Year preseason watch list. So it's clear that he is living up to the hype, and he is doing exactly what he is here to do, and he is fitting right in on this team. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's not only on that watch list, he's also on the Buck Buchanan watch list for players from around the country, not just HBCU teams.
Yeah, he is legit, and he's got that linebacker mentality, and he's had great success based on his athletic ability, but also just his energy. Coach says he joins in for film sessions, stays late. Yes. He puts in the time, too.
He said, Coach says, I'm trying to go home.
Yeah,
he said, hey, Coach, can we watch film?
And he said
I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him no. Yes, yeah, we can watch film.
And he's on fire today. 12 tackles, and we're still rolling strong. But this kid has a nose for the ball, and I mentioned in the pre-game talk, he is one of those guys that is built for this. He's been living for it since he was a kid.
29th year for the Buck Buchanan watch list. We were talking about that. And he's up and back, ready to go again. He's off the field. And that is Traquan Thomas, a defensive end. But only a few players. We're talking about people who've won the Buchanan award. Chris McNeil was the first to win it from North Carolina A&T in '97. Rashawn Mathis, from the defensive back who went on to play in the NFL for Bethune, won it in 2002. Deion King, the linebacker from Norfolk State in 2015. Jordan Lewis, a linebacker, a defensive back from Southern in 2020, and Isaiah Land from Florida A&M.
Him last year.
Yeah, he won it. He led the NCAA in sacks and tackles for losses.
Not just the HBCU.
Yeah, no, this was
NCAA.
This was NCAA. He was in the Cowboys camp, was released and signed on with the Colts.
And they started giving out the Buck Buchanan, you said, 95? I mean, 1995?
The award started in 1995, yeah. And Sundiata Anderson, along with Patrick Goldbalt from South Carolina State, Khalil Baker from North Carolina Central, and Colton Adams here in this game are on that Buck Buchanan watch list.
And he's just a redshirted sophomore,
yeah.
So he still has a lot of time to play some college ball and continue beefing up what he does, not just physically, but as far as stats and also helping this team out.
3rd and short. Let's see what they can do with it.
They step up and run.
And gets the first down. Some running room. It slides down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, and it'll be first down and 10 for Bethune-Cookman. They're actually going to mark it at the 41, where they start to slide.
Turbo offense, but yeah, he's done a great job. Simmons has mastered that. Get my yards and then slide on out of here.
Quick pass out on the flat and has it complete on the far sideline. And it was Jalen Terzardo who came up with the reception out of Liberty City, Florida. Started his career in Western Carolina, up in Cullowhee, North Carolina.
They're kicking into that NASCAR tempo offense that Coach talked about.
Gain of 9, 2nd down and 1, and now a timeout by Alabama State. They're first of the second half.
And good timing on that timeout, just because they started to get some momentum there. So let's slow it down and regroup and figure out how to stop that.
Yeah, and we'll be back. This drive for this Bethune-Cookman team started at their own 30, and now they're across into Bethune territory.
Judge Millian doesn't mince words.
Why aren't you stopping the behavior if it's happening right in front of you?
She cuts to the chase.
I think you're misreading the law a little bit.
Really? Compassionate.
You should be mad at one person, and that's him. When did something happen that made you feel uncomfortable?
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Watch Justice for the People with Judge Millian. Check your local listings for times and channel.
Howdy and welcome to Dallas.
Okay, Atlanta.
What's up, Philly? Hi there, Phoenix.
Finally, the sunshine looks to be returning.
Here are some of your top stories from Cheddar News on Local Now.
Hey there, it's Friday. I'm Sasha. You're high above Hollywood. Local Now, where you are is where it's at.
Welcome to The Griot, bringing you the stories that move us.
From culture, news, and politics, these are stories told in a way that is meaningful and important for everyone.
From the clean water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, abortion rights, mental health, and celebrity scoops.
We'll be here every day to keep you on top of what's happening in the world as we know it. The Griot, stories powered by us.
Watch our shows live every weeknight on the Griot cable. Check your local listings.
The power of the Weather Channel, now available to everyone.
This is epic!
Trusted live coverage when it matters most is now yours to stream with the Weather Channel TV app, real-time radar, and maps that let you track all the action.
Let's get into the details.
Personalization, customization, hundreds of hours of your favorite shows, and so much more. There's never been a better way for everyone to watch the Weather Channel. Available now on these platforms. Go to streamtwc.com to start your free 7-day trial.
My role model is Kobe Bryant. He's always been my role model ever since I was younger. That's why I wear the number 8. He just always had hard work, and that's how I base my life on, just hard work. My advice to young athletes is to be stay disciplined, keep working hard, and choose the right crowd to hang around.
Yeah, we like that about Mr. Howell, the running back from Alabama State.
Big time.
Yes, indeed.
And having Kobe Bryant as a role model.
Not a bad person.
That is a great one. That is discipline. That is hard work. I mean, that mama mentality. Young kids out there, if you have a chance, and there's 2 editions of the kids version, read the book. You will learn so much about what made Kobe Kobe, and you can take from his playbook and put it in your life.
So this will be the 7th play of this drive for this. As you look at him on the sideline there.
That's right. His hard work paying off.
It'll be 2nd down and 1. Straight ahead. And no, I don't think they got it. And look who's there, Bubba.
Yeah, big number 1.
That his 13th tackle today. It's the 14th career game with 10 or more tackles.
That's just how he rolls. And again, it's his attitude and his relentless force of nature moves. He comes busting in there. Look at it, just on fire, full tilt sprint. He finds the seams and gets to the runner. So again, he's like a big magnet out there running downhill, crushing fools.
4th down, they're going to go for it. Or that's 3rd down, correction. 3rd down and 3, rather. There's the pass out in the flat, has it complete.
Nice snap.
And it's caught. And a 1st down is gained. And on the reception is Jalen Terzado. Yeah, transfer from Western Carolina.
Yeah, he puts it on a frozen rope. But look at that, stabs it with flypaper hands. So great catch by Terzado.
But he didn't get the 1st down.
Not quite. They got a short yardage. They got to go for it here, no question.
It is 4th down and inches. Let's see what they do. What did they dial up for this one?
Maybe you need to do is start doing what the Philadelphia Eagles do. You get everybody in there, you put like your big old tank, your army tank, and push everybody across the line.
The previous play is under further review.
So they're going to look at it to see exactly if he actually maybe have gotten the 1st down.
Okay, good.
The replay officials will take a look at it upstairs. We haven't seen much from them today, Clement Hall and Alfred Johnson.
I want to make sure you get it right.
No question about it. And you know, we talked a little bit about Bethune-Cookman earlier this year as we look at this play. Lucille O'Neal, Shaquille's mom, went to Bethune-Cookman.
Let's watch that left foot.
Where did he go out?
So they're trying to say the left foot would have been at the
short of the 1st down. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like
he's still not
going to. It doesn't look like he was far enough.
Still doesn't get the 1st down.
Let's see. Yeah, I think his foot's still going to be short.
He's still short.
Yeah, because then the next one's clearly out of bounds.
John Chaney, the former coach at Temple University, he's a graduate of Bethune-Cookman.
And you said Shaq's mom.
Shaquille O'Neal's mom went to Bethune-Cookman. Of course, we know John Chaney coached at Temple from 82 to 2006 and won 741 games overall in his career as a coach.
I always liked his attitude. You bring that vibe. He's sweating out the rag.
Larry Little, Pro Football Hall of Fame, played on that Dolphins undefeated team. He not only graduated from Bethune, later came back as the head football coach there. And of course, Cy McLaren, who Coach Woody played for there, alumni. He was the first Bethune-Cookman alumni to play in the NFL. Former coach and administrator.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Alvin Wyatt, NFL, former coach, won the conference title. He also coached women's basketball at Bethune-Cookman. Rasheed Mathis, we talked about him, played in the NFL with the Jaguars. At Bethune, he had 14 interceptions in one season. Nick Collins, who's on the coaching staff now at Bethune-Cookman, played in the NFL with the Packers, and Eric Weems, an NFL player from Bethune-Cookman with the Bears Titans from 2007 and 2017. So
come on, preach, Charlie Neal. Come on, educate us. I love that. You kidding me?
They've always had some great players that come out of this this school down in Daytona Beach. Let's look at it once again. This is what the officials are looking at to see if, I think they're trying to determine whether he got enough for the first down, which it obviously did not.
Yeah, and I guess what they're trying to decide, it may be that they're saying when the ball broke the plane of going out of bounds, because his left foot was before it, but before he actually went out of bounds, maybe they're determining, because again, where his feet were, that's clear. That one was in before it, the next one was way out, but they must be trying to now just figure out where the plane of the ball would be, because his left foot steps in that short, he's in, but the ball, but see, it's in the right hand, so I'm thinking that's out as well. So maybe that's what they're looking at. The ball's in his right
arm, so it might even move it back a little further.
Right, so they're taking a close look, and it's taking a little bit of time here, but I'd have a hard time believing they'd be able to turn that around.
Well, I still think we can catch our plane in the morning. I told him.
Well, this is kind of the balancing part. This game's been going so fast, man. But yeah, Charlie, just to tell the world, Charlie always puts in the note. He talks to the officials before the game. Take a look at my schedule here. Let's make sure we keep it.
The rule on field stands. 4th down. The game and play clock will start on my signal.
Well, yeah, I had that one figured out. You saw that one immediately. But again, they're using the tools to take a look, get everybody together.
Eddie Robinson, great career, not only as a player, but in the NFL, playing with the Titans.
And that was great, too. We had a chance that he called his son over to meet him, but here they go going for it.
Did they get it? It's going to be close.
Yeah, it depends on if they gave him any love when he leaned forward, because they got his jersey quickly and stretched Simmons back a yard or two.
It looks like he may have it.
Possibly the first lunge.
Yep, they got it, and the clock is winding.
There it is. They say move those chains, start that clock. Let's keep this drive alive.
So 1st down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Got some beef up front in front of Jimmy Robinson. High snap. Boy, they got lucky on that one.
Great hands.
And being chased down on the opposite side by DeMarcus Cunningham. Make sure he didn't do any more damage.
Yeah, man, they got lucky once again. But Charlie, what's interesting, after Alabama State called timeout, as you see that doink hits him in the face mask, and Simmons does a great job of keeping control. After Alabama State called timeout, because they were moving. BCU was moving the ball, but they then changed their kind of momentum of what they're doing and changed their attack. So I would go back to what you were doing pre-timeout, like this. There we go.
Simmons going back to pass, throws it, has it complete over the middle, and it's Terzado. Terzado down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal.
And I like that. He was got on the good foot and did the bad thing there. He steps over his own player. That was a nice catch and run. That's how you move it.
5:27 the time remaining. 1st and goal. And straight ahead. Man, they give it off to Robinson. Robinson once again on the carry. 2nd and goal.
I'm going to stick with that West Coast spread receivers and keep throwing that under the coverage here.
Player, quarterback keeps it, turns the corner, falls down. Did not turn the corner. Was unable to turn the corner.
They were hoping to catch him maybe a little bit off balance by running the guy in motion heading the opposite way, but they did not bite.
Yeah, it was Keen Lewis who made sure he didn't turn the corner, number 23 defensively for Alabama State. Back to pass with time, throws, has it complete, and we're going to get a touchdown. And it goes into the hands of Jaylen Brown.
Keep going with what works, and that's what they were doing, spreading those receivers, waiting for somebody to get open, and they finally picked it apart and took it into the end zone. So finds his receiver sneaking underneath. Missed tackle there, almost had him down, but they take it in for the 6 points. Adrian Maddox had a chance, had him around the waist, but big man shakes free for the touchdown. Jaylen Brown.
70-yard drive. That drive started at their own 30-yard line. They're going for the point after the kick is up. It is good, and they put 7 points on the board and pulled it within 5.
And plenty of time, Charlie.
19-14. As you said, 4:15 left in the 4th quarter here, and we have a 5-point game. A 14-play, 70-yard drive, just under 4 minutes it took off the clock.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play.
Lowe's knows you want to make everyone feel at home this season. That's why with Hisense appliances, you can get a lot more without spending a lot more. Because the only thing better than scoring quality appliances is the quality time that follows. Shop Hisense appliances now exclusively at Lowe's.
Are you good? No, I think I'm late on my car insurance.
Good thing the General gives you a break when you need it.
Yeah, with flexible payment options to keep you covered. Just tag us in.
For a great low rate, go with the General. Go home with HBCU Go this homecoming season.
Second down and 19, goes deep, a perfect pass.
For the vibes, the culture, the bands, and the best matchups of the season.
Kick is up, and it's no good.
Now they're heading the opposite way. What a change of fate.
Texas Southern takes on Bethune-Cookman live for homecoming Saturday, October 14th, 3 to Central on HBCUGO.tv or download the new HBCU Go mobile app.
I wish for the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Sean, do you mean this one, the one with titanium?
No way I could trade this busted up thing for one.
Maybe stealing wishes from the birthday boy's not your best plan. Switch to Verizon and trade in any iPhone and get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them.
What?
Yep, and on an amazing network.
And I don't have to ruin any more birthday parties.
Yeah, that ship has sailed. Let's go get you that iPhone. Here we go. Come on now.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a new iPhone 15 Pro on us, only on Verizon.
It's unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions of lives impacted.
Look at the wind howling through here.
Tens of thousands of live reports where the weather is happening.
Yeah, this is extreme.
Thousands of storms forecasted. 40 years of storytelling. 22 specialized and advanced field degrees. 7 innovative weather presentation patents. And a former National Hurricane Center director. One trusted best-in-class expert team. America's most trusted news network. The Weather Channel.
19-14, our score. Today's scoring drive brought to you by AT&T. 14 plays, 70 yards. They started at their own 30, went all the way down the field, and used a lot of time off the clock. 6:16. I think they wish they could have gotten to the end zone a little quicker. Give more time on that clock because it's 4:15. Still time, right? But they got to play some defense.
I agree with you. However, the way the second half has been going for them, they're happy they were able to execute and get it into the end zone because they were starting to sputter a little bit, but they came back and locked up the 7 points.
So McMinn back to receive this kick. With the ball on the tee is Cade Hector, sophomore out of Sydney, Australia. Hit a 45-yard field goal early this year against Savannah State. Also hit a 42-yarder last week. Let's see if they can do something defensively here. This one goes,
careful,
bounces, and is still on the ground, and now it'll be down at the 15-yard line. Keshawn Johnson, we talked about him coming in and what he could mean to this team. What a day he's had. 6 catches, 99 yards, including a 47-yarder.
Yeah, they wanted to get the ball into his hands, and they were doing a great job. That big 47-yard grab, and he was feeling the magic today, making it happen. Along with being in the right place at the right time and making big grabs, he had 31 yards after catch. Yeah. So he was really making the most of every opportunity.
The ironic thing is he hasn't scored a touchdown today.
Yeah.
But he's caught 33 passes for the season for 425 yards.
Yeah, he got him in position to score a couple of times today, but they're doing nice jobs through the air. 204 yards by their receiving crew so far.
Not bad at all. As the quarterback decides he's going to keep it this time and go straight ahead. And that's Davis on the carry once again. Demetrius Davis. Gain of 5 of that young man that transferred in from Auburn. He's from Houston, Texas. A sophomore.
And you will see this team be very casual and leisurely getting back to the huddle, walking up to the line. They're letting that clock just tick and tick.
Yes, it
and
did.
Tick. Pointing around. Man, look at that. You see that?
Doing a sightseeing tour.
They got fried catfish over there. It is homecoming. It's going to just tick, tick, wind it down.
They keep it on the ground once again.
To number 26, Marcus Harris.
So Harris again on the carry. Marcus Harris has done a good job. And finally, a timeout is called. Bethune-Cookman calls a timeout. That is their first of the second half.
So they still have 2 more.
They still have 2 more left. So does Alabama State. But the clock is ticking with 3:12 to go. And we've been talking about Bubba all game, and he's one of 5 players. We talked last week about the Legacy Bowl and about the 2 players who had accepted, both quarterbacks, Davius Richard from North Carolina Central and Jeremy Musa from Florida A&M. Well, 5 more players committed this week to play in the Legacy Bowl that'll be played February 24th down in New Orleans, Louisiana. And Bubba Adams is one of them. Here are the people that committed this week. Sundiata Anderson from Grambling, Lewis Matthews from Grambling, Jalen Goss, the offensive lineman from Florida A&M, Lou Dennis from Benedict College, and of course Colton Adams in our game here, the linebacker from Alabama State. Congratulations to those young men for being part of the Legacy Bowl that'll take place next year.
I love the fact they set up that Legacy Bowl.
Intercepted. And we got maybe a pick six. Maybe a pick six for Alabama State. And that is James Burgess coming back with the ball.
That is a monumental turnover right there. You talk about game changer.
First turnover of the ball game.
And you've got the home team trying to run out the
correction. I said James that was Steven Sparrow for Bethune-Cookman, who came up with the INT.
Man.
So there you go.
Tease them up for a chance to grab victory. 3 minutes left in the game with the home team again trying to run out the clock. Just a big mistake. You'll see this as he rolls left. D. Davis looking, it throws across his body and just not even a great throw, underthrown, and a great play. But I'm telling you, the way he broke on that ball, that was an excellent setup, and he picked that one off, sets his team up for potential victory.
First and goal at the 10.
Wow.
Bethune-Cookman, a chance to win it here. Back to pass. The quarterback in trouble, and he's sacked. Walter Simmons loses yards, a 4-yard loss on the play.
Wow, what a huge break Steven Sparrow gives his team right now. The offense back with the ball. But yeah, they now have to convert. So this is where Bubba and his boys need to step up for the home team, but the offense, they need to turn up and get that into the end zone.
You see Cole Chapman, he was the man who made sure that he didn't go any further. Came up with the big sack.
Big stop.
4-yard loss, second and goal from the 14-yard line. Back again to pass is Simmons. In trouble, steps up, still going. Dances back to the original line of scrimmage at the 10. It'll be third and goal.
He took a big hit right there at the end, helmet to helmet.
He certainly did take a big hit, and it was Jimmy. See who made that stop on him?
Bam! We'll see it right here. Couldn't really see it on the replay, but man, surprised he's not shaking his marbles right now, trying to get his vision back.
Third and goal from the 10.
Game on the line, under 2 minutes.
In trouble, throws, incomplete.
Great hit.
Fourth and goal at the 5. Or I should say the ball was knocked away at the 5. It'll be at the 10. Good defense there. Victor
coming in strong. Put it up, had to climb the ladder a little bit, and he just takes him out right at the hips. Victor says, you're not catching that near me this time.
Yeah, that was Terzado, the intended receiver, who's had a couple good catches for this Bethune-Cookman team. So this is the ball game. 1:33 to go. Fourth and goal at the 10-yard line. Bethune-Cookman. Let's see what they come up with. Walter Simmons III, the quarterback.
30-second timeout.
Now timeout.
Yep.
By Bethune, by Alabama State. They call the timeout this time.
Yeah, one of those where, defensively you think, let's take a chance to reset, but that might come back to haunt them. Was that their last timeout?
No, that was the second.
Got it. They've got one more, which is good, so
Yeah.
that's management. Smart.
Now, Bethune has 2 timeouts left.
Yes.
Alabama State has 1 remaining. 1:33 is the time on the clock, just to reset what happened. Bethune-Cookman on defense comes up with a big pick. They take it back down to the 10-yard line where they had 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. They get sacked. They move it back to the 15. They get it back to the 10 on this last play, and it's 4th down and goal.
Wow, Charlie, we've seen it all here late in this game. But the fact that BCU has the ball, compliments of Stephen Sparrow, is monumental. So this is a chance for them to turn their fortunes all the way around. Home crowd trying to get lathered up, helping out their defense.
Walter Simmons calling the plays. Where's Bubba? Standing in there. Throws. Incomplete. Ball goes over to Alabama State. A little bit too big. Just a little bit too high for Tink Boyd. He was the intended receiver on that play for Bethune. There he is.
The Wildcats able to come down and throw a little scare into the homecoming crowd and defense here. Had a little time. He steps up in the pocket, but as he releases this, just too high, no shot whatsoever to shut that down. And now it's up to the Hornets just to come out and run that clock on down.
Just don't throw the ball this time.
There you go.
Alabama State 6 sacks today. The defense. They came in with that is, Bethune had been sacked 13 times coming in, and that's 11 sacks for the season for Alabama State. And they keep the ball on the ground and they run it, which they should be doing right now.
Indeed.
Marcus Harris and
30-second timeout.
Bethune-Cookman calls their 2nd timeout. Here's Eddie Robinson on the sideline. You see, he's done a fantastic job as the head coach here, coming back to his alma mater in his 2nd year. He says, coming into the game, they were on a 3-game losing streak.
Right.
He says, we got 7 more chances. Starting today, we could be 1-0.
That's right. Come in, get 1-0, then 2-0. But they know they still have a big chunk of this season left to turn things around. They've been in some of these games. They just have not been able to finish. So today they have a chance right here to put the nail in it.
Talk about being consistent. He said that when you're consistently good, you're great.
That's it.
When you're consistently good, you can be great.
Just granularly get there. But again, that's
Here's Terry Sims. I don't know if you saw the shot of the guy standing next to him.
Oh, yeah.
He was the coach who was head coach at Bethune-Cookman a year ago. They keep it on the ground once again, running out the clock. And, of course, I'm sure Bethune will call their last timeout.
That's how you got to do it. Add a little injection of excitement here at the end.
No, they didn't call the timeout because the first down was gained. They figured it was no need. If they had to stop them, they may have called a timeout. So the clock is down to 1 minute and 5 seconds and continuing to run right now. They're winding the clock. And, of course, now they can afford to take the knee at this particular point. They've got the protection back there, people deep. And the quarterback is Damon Stewart. He's going to take the snap from the shotgun. They're going to run the clock down as much as they can.
Well, hard-earned victory today at homecoming. These guys had to do a little of everything. Great defense, big plays on offense. But in the second half, they came out and really took over.
And the clock continues to run. They may not have to run another play right here. The clock is down to 25 seconds. And 24 and continuing to run. And for Alabama State, homecoming, it's a sweet victory for them. They go to 2-3 overall, 1-2 in the conference. And they've got to feel good about this. You always want to win homecoming. On the other side, Bethune-Cookman, their record falls to 1-4. They are 0-3 against conference opponents. So the final score 19-14 here. And I'll tell you, they have a lot to be thankful for as you see Eddie Robinson going over, getting ready to shake hands with Coach Raymond Woody. And there you also see Coach Terry Sims saying hello and to a lot of his former players that he coached a year ago when he was the head coach.
That is right.
At Bethune-Cookman University.
Well, you see Coach Robinson, we heard his speech pregame yesterday, and I really like what he said. He said, keep in mind, we are part of this homecoming show. Don't get caught up in the hype. You know, just like Glow Rider and Young Nudie, we are part of why these people paid tickets to be here. So let's put on a show, and they did. They got it done here at homecoming.
Talk about Young Nudie and Glow Rider. I think Courtney had a chance to see them last night.
Now VIP tickets.
Right now she's sitting down and standing beside Coach Eddie Robinson. Go ahead, Courtney.
I'm with Coach. Coach, what a hard-fought win. Can you just talk about the feeling that you have right now?
Yeah, it was good to get a W. You know, we haven't won a game in a while, but the kids play hard the entire game. So Bethune-Cookman, Coach Woody, they did a great job, and they played here and they came down to win. Had some mistakes at the end, the turnovers we can't have, but the kids fought back and found a way to win. That's what we've been working on, is trying to start fast and finish strong, so we finished strong today.
Coach, talk about that defense today. You guys made some huge plays offensively and defensively, but a lot of good things happening on that side of the ball. Talk about your defense.
Yeah, I mean, we're a defensive team. We got to play defense hard. We got to get turnovers. That's things we didn't do today. But give Bethune-Cookman credit. They came out and played hard, gave us everything we could handle, and just fortunate to get a W, and now we can enjoy the homecoming for everybody and get back on the next week.
Absolutely, Coach. Last question. That last couple of drives was a little bit scary. Made some excitement in that end of the game. Can you just talk about how you were able to recover?
Yeah, I mean, we went from trying to run the clock out, then we had that interception that they made a great play on, and then we had to come back and try to win it at the end. And then all the way down to the last drive, they still had a chance with the timeout. So, like I said, can't say enough good things about Coach Woody. He'll get them turned around real quick, and they played a hell of a game, and we just got to keep pushing.
Coach, thank you so much. Good night. Back to you, Charlie.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to Coach Robinson, who doesn't get any easier for him next week when they travel to Jackson, Mississippi to take on the Jackson State Tigers and to see how they can rebound and continue this roll going and make it 2 in a row. This is one of the 7 that they needed down the stretch.
Absolutely. And he already talked about watching game film because he happened to see 2 teams playing that were coming up. So he said, I've gotten a little ahead. And look at our boy, Bubba.
What a game he had today. And what, 14, 15 tackles today?
He just, I love watching him play. He's got a great attitude. His family's behind him and the team. He's just one of those guys that's an energy guy and a leader. So he is a big spark plug in all they do.
And the ironic thing about him, we talk about Mr. Adams, he's just a sophomore. And he's from Wetumpka, Alabama. That means he has 2 more good years to go. And I know Eddie Robinson has got to feel glad, as he said, he reminds him so much of himself to have a guy like that on his team.
Cut from that same DNA, and that's why your coach has a lot of reasons to smile, knowing even if this season doesn't end up exactly as he wants, he has a lot of young players that are built the way that he likes. So looking forward, again, they got a victory here. You win 6 more, you look pretty good, but he's got a lot of future with the cat like that.
All right, well, we're going to step aside for a moment. We're going to come back. Alabama State, 313 total yards today as compared to 198 for Bethune. Back with more here on HBCU Go.